Twitch alive? Twitch alive? Seems like my internet's fucking up or what? Hello, hello? Holy. That is lots of reconnects. I think we're good now. We chilling. We cool. We aight. Alright, I think we're good. No drop frames. Okay. Alright, reuniting is act on our enmity. Our targets of hate have both become increasingly vague and broad. The infected have no homeland, no identity, no bloodline. We can't just carry on with just a provocative slogan. We need to set clearer guidelines and principles. It's more principles. More principles. Hold on, just checking my network status. I think we're fine. He's said to ignore the infected in position of power because they still enjoy exploiting others with their authority and see disease as only a tool. And that we should also grant the same kind of liberation to any oppressed people and not just our sick brethren, because they can fight alongside us and will need their strength to put up a fight. Chernobyl has taught us enough. He was always thinking so much about this, I thought he could really take us to achieve some great feats. He will, even if he's dead. He merely died when he was still seen as insignificant and deplorable. What about those murders? People who violently vent their grievances unprovoked cannot join us. It was war that turned them into brutality, even if they were just victorians before. If we let this slide, what will happen to our next group, or to our group next? Ursine, Colombian, Victorian, Lithuanian, Feline, Pero, Liberi, Caprine, Sarkaz. However, should be distinctly directed towards a common goal and become cracks of resentment that gives others a chance to dismantle us from within. While Dorcas T and Odysseus should have taught us this lesson. They will be banished. They will have to find their own paths by themselves. Reunion will make sure of it. And I'll handle those murders too. Hadala, there's an infected I used to know, who comes from an eminent lineage and held a distinguished position. But she threw it all away, in her quest for fairness. You know her? Everyone here has heard of your ideas. Reunion's earliest vision, exaggerated, distorted. But what we want is not a nomadic city for the infected. What we want is to send a message to all the aristocrats and oppressors, those trying to divide, suppress, and eliminate us. The blade they so despise hangs high above their necks. Our goodbyes have already been said. It isn't the first, nor will it be the last. Let's go. Our work in Victoria isn't done. Nice lah. That was easier than I thought it would be. We have altar, we have the loading points. 2,000 on battlefield are available for deployment, and more enemies will appear. Two tiles. Is it this one and this one? Nah, what could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong, dude? Come on now. Oh shit, we're a holder now. Nah. 1 second. Right. Since our scrap with Ursula, they've tightened the defenses around the cave. W and her bombs helped us get out once, but that may not work a second time. We haven't been able to get close again. I'm sure the drifting bones haven't returned yet. That is, I was sure until we had all the same dream. Or we all had the same dream. The ash-bleached city engulfed in flames. The shattered walls. The charred corpses piled in every corner. The city did not leave with a dream until we opened our eyes. The flames trampled every settlement, every clan. The place we call Kazdel no longer exists. Only fire and ruin remain. The despairing giant knelt down and wept. The king of Sarkaz is dead. The king killed a king. Why, this should not be. Our city, Kazdel. This will be a curse engraved upon the ground. This will be the beginning of the end of all. That Faramut has returned. Faramut. Tomorrow morning, the attack begins. Siege and her exemplars will be responsible for the perimeter. Us, the road rabbits, the Rhodes rabbit, and the banshee will have to get deep into that way station. What's that old bitch Kelsey? She's sending us off on a suicide mission without making so much as a cameo appearance? Oh, fucking god. I love the way W talks. It's so good. It's so fucking good, dude. Also, I just noticed she's holding a grenade pin. To the grenade. Her injuries are not yet healed. Ascalon will look after her and the doctor. They will stay behind. Rhodes Island recently came under some serious attack. They were trying to take the bunny's crown. The crown. Whatever, you didn't tell the Victorians the truth. If your plan works and we go back to Gazelle, what are you gonna do? Even your new Victorian friends are probably not gonna be okay with you bundling war criminals and with Sarkaz caught up in a war. Don't tell me you vowed to bring the Sarkaz home but never thought through this little problem. Like, are you gonna head off to teach a lesson on historical reflections to this bunch of grunts dragged off the battlefield in that Kazdel basement university? No. Maybe I'll start a literacy class there. Make sure the future Sarkaz have fewer illiterates like W here. Huh? Did my ears deceive me? Wait, what the fuck? Huh? Did my ears deceive me? Did Hodor actually make a joke out of Inessa's words on such a serious topic? What happened? Did I came to a General Manfred teach you a little emotional intelligence? Huh. War's over. Back to Gazelle. Real funny. We're actually fantasizing about this stuff here. We're mercs, and that's all we're ever gonna be. You're such a lovely Cabernet in us. Maybe you could run off to Latanian and become a governess for some hoity-toity nobles in a big tall tower. You could teach, let me think. How to keep your hair nice and silky in a war zone. How's that sound? Not interested. What are you daydreaming about? The battle's about to start. No, I just... And his gaze shift down to my feet ever so slightly. She's looking at my shadow again. What is it showing? I don't know myself. I'm really so calm before an op. Calm gives me a chance to think about all sorts of things. A few trivial things. I remember you said you wanted to open a shop in Gazelle because I didn't have a place to fence stolen goods at the time. Oh yeah. How about we use the first round of tuition from my literacy class ready to start up capital? I doubt that class is gonna earn you much. On the other hand, kidnapping a Latanian governess could fetch a decent ransom. Gotta be at least as much as 10 merc heads. Stick up, but I want to make it home for real. Yeah. Your mental state has me worrying if you can really handle this mission. Did those illusions or the art circles drive you mad? Maybe they did. In this moment of extreme calm, some tendrils of unease irritate my heart, causing hesitation. Amidst my own surprising thoughts, I find the reason for my anxiety. I'm worried they won't accept me because of some of my ideas. But I have to speak. The arrow is knocked. Pay no attention to this mopey idiot. Time waits for no man. Once we stake the vampire and behead Thyrsis, then you two can head on back to Gazelle and talk over all the interior decoration plans of your love nest. There's this. I've been thinking about this for a while, W. You might not like what I'm about to say, but I still have to say it. Throwing cold water on me before the fights? Pretty much. We can't kill Thyrsis, at least not here, not right here or now. It can't be the sarcasm executing him. Ines was right. Those illusions did scramble your brains. Killing him means no cause though. Whether now or a good long while before after the war, he has to be recorded as the regent, and even be praised by some. Are you out of your mind? I really don't feel like joking about this. We still need to stop the war, and I haven't changed my mind. But Thyrsis has taken his place as a cornerstone of Sarkaz's future. Because that won't survive another split and this war. It can't end with another Sarkaz betrayal, with another Sarkaz civil war. Remember the plan I was talking about before, when he had Sarkaz here to pull out of Victoria before everyone hears about his death? Once everyone knows that Sarkaz have failed and the threat of Thyrsis is gone, what happens then? The dukes will slaughter every last Sarkaz in Victoria without mercy. The revenge killing will spread to other countries in Centrum, and all civilizations will have a justifiable excuse to exterminate the Sarkaz. They'll put together a coalition, just and reasonable, swift and decisive, to divide up all of Theresa and Theresa's legacies. Can't you picture that? To be honest, I don't give a shit about any consequences of Theresa's dying. All I'm here for is that part where he dies. Coalitions? Slaughter of Sarkaz? Weren't they doing that already? Does Theresa's dying mean all the devils are just gonna lose their will to fight back? No way, I don't buy that. He sent the assassin to kill Theresa, declare himself king, and dragged all of us into this mess we're in today. We don't need to sacrifice ourselves for his kids though, for his. Don't think you're gonna keep your saw out of it, W. I thought I was gonna really let her have it, really turn to W, this sad woman. You think of yourself as nothing more than a merc. How many people have you brought from reunion to where we stand now? How many Sarkaz have you gathered? You carrying their lives on your shoulders. I don't fucking care. No fucking cares, but W is wavering. I know her too well. It's not like she hasn't thought about it. She isn't an uncaring leader at all. Looking at it objectively, a whole lot of mercs have stepped up to follow this mad woman. You have to care. You think you can just keep on killing people? Keep on burying bombs in the dirt? You're leading those Sarkaz now. You have to think about how to deal with their hopes and dreams. You have to think through what their lives mean to you. But it's not just Theresa's. Don't forget, there's Theresa too. So from all perspectives, where all we can be is their successors, the inheritors of their ideals. The two of them, they're the reason the Sarkaz come together in the first place. That's not the real Theresa. That's a fake Theresa has cooked up. You can't fool me. If you look at yourself, who do you think you are? You can accept Theresa's death. You're stuck in the shadows of Babel. Like, shut up. You think Amia's walking ahead of you. You think she's Theresa's hand-picked successor. That the king of Sarkaz should be thinking about this stuff. You look at her and see another Theresa. You think all you need to do is follow the king. Shut up, are you trying to gross me out? You think you don't deserve to inherit anything. What kind of joke is this? You think you get me? What the fuck? I clicked. You think you get me? You're my mentor now? You're gonna raise me, teach me, huh? Whatever? You're just a merc, not much higher on the ladder than me. But you're so deluded you can stand up and call yourself a successor or whatever, or whatever of whatever. Ugh, it's so gross. The little bunny, I'm gonna follow her. She was in the right place at the right time to be chosen. Chosen by Theresa. To become the leader of Rhode Island, who stopped reunion in Tallulah, who broke her way into Londinium today. So what about you, W? What exactly does Theresa mean to you? Some distant ethereal symbol who once gave you a place to stay? One specific flesh and blood royal? Or the path she stood for? For this land to fall into peaceful slumber. Ugh, so that's why I say she's a fake. clearly annoyed W. And nice. How have you managed to hold back from killing him this long? Because I'm not deluding myself most of the time. Ugh, spare me. Whatever, Holder. I know what I have to do. I'm not gonna kill you to shake up morale this time. You should be kissing my feet. Others are sort of you as good. We got a war tomorrow. She ran off again. Do you really think she could be a decent leader? She's organized a whole lot of mercs. Are they really mercs though? How much money does W have to hire them? And how much does she earn for them with the things she does? Alright then, why are they following her? No matter what she says, whether it's revenge or for Teresa, hunting down the assassins, or just randomly bombing her way across the land. She's definitely walked her path. The ones who follow her really are sad, but people will forget how young she is. She's got lots of room for improvements. We can hope. Also, the startup capital for your shop, not a joke. I know. Inez opening a shop. The exemplar is fully equipped. Oh shit, the music. Some of the Londinium SSC volunteered to join our team. Just telling up the remnants and of the various Ducal forces we gathered, refugees who wants to join the fight, and these militiamen, the SSC, we have the strength of roughly 6 or 7 platoons. Siege, we must formally establish the military structure of the exemplars, appointing officers such that our chain of command can... Lieutenant Shearer, this team is not a true military unit. It is not the Victorian army. True, we have some soldiers, but aside from you and the remnants of the Duke Windermere's forces led by Delphine, the rest are ordinary folk who wants to fight. Workers, farmers, merchant, and of course, street ruffians. Shall we forcibly incorporate them into 1 or 2 combat units, arm them, and subordinate them to officers? Then what is the difference between us and the Dukes? The Exemplars is a fine name, but I believe it should bring the people nothing but hope. Or to speak less grandly, it should bring people something intangible, the likes of which the Duke's high-speed battleship can't bring. Which is to say, the Exemplars should not be a heroic force, captained by their heir to the throne, wielding the realm blade. I'm rather repulsed by such titles. Speaking of combat operations, a considerable portion of our team has not undergone any regular military training. When a Londinium do as Londinians do, eh? We're killing Sarkaz in our familiar way, with our familiar friends. No offense, Sarkaz. None taken, no harm done. The rituals has been terminated, but the blessing bestowed on the Sarkaz blood has not completely gone with it. Our Londinium way. Ancient witchcraft stirs. Our mortal enemies operate with unknown purpose, but the urgency to reveal presents an opportunity for breakthrough. Let's snatch that bone back. We're fucking doing it. Oh, come on. It's not fight yet? Come on, dude. Oh shit. The plan was a success. The Victorian attack did distract a portion of the forces here. We're here and it's here. We're in and it's here. Are you the sarcasm last time? How did you... Is it joint attack with the Victorians? Sorry. Kill the traitors. Kill these sarcasm traitors. Usul isn't here to welcome us. Logos guessed right. Look like she's too busy. You didn't let me come in last time. This sucker's huge. Can I blow into 2 halves? No, stay with the team. Get onto his spine and seize its operator. Amia. Yes, I feel it. He's here. A hint of blood invades my nostrils. Does a skeleton have veins? Someone speak your mind. Okay, dudes. There's only this one, huh? Ah, that's so annoying. So ideally, I wanna have someone here, right?
前に進むぞ。
時間をかけるつもりはない。
任せろ。誰にも縛られるつもりはない。聞こえてるかよ。喧嘩強化しろ。
動き回るな。そうすればお互い手間が省けるだろう。
Right, it's fucked because it's not really fucked per se. What's minus one? I need A on S3. I think. Hold up. Ba bum 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 ba da 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 da. There we go. Now that I know what's going on, we can do this easier. Cause this is like this line, right? And so what I want to do is have someone here since I can't deploy people here, right? Oh, I could, but it's not a good idea. It's not the greatest idea ever. This should be able to do it. These guys. They should go all the way. What the fuck? Alright, hold up. Commander Ursula. Life-born commander capable of giving blood altars to produce blood amber. When defeated, will return to the blood calling altar and revive after a period of time. What the fuck? Hello? Shit.
安心して私なら何とかできるから
Chat.
任せろ早く
Okay, that's good.
前に進むぞ聞こえてこいよ
Alright, GG's.
いいね
Okay,
おめえの中にわずかな希望が見えたぞ
that's pretty easy. Easier than I thought. Let me check
ド
something.
クターご機嫌いかがかな
I'm just curious. I am just
ド
curious.
クターご機嫌いかがかな
Just curious. Just curious. I remember it was within this part, I think. This was the guy that had the lock and key before her. Until I had found the long dormant lock and key by accident. Somebody began to talk to his staff day after day. Everyone thought he was gone insane. When he was 40 years old, he suddenly disappeared from the inside of the palace one day. Rumors began to spread in a certain part of Kazdal that a madman would tell certain impossible predictions for anyone who passed him. For example, that a giant beast would soon lay waste to our nation, and the sky would one day tear in two and reveal its true face. That happened. Afterward, he would peddle his watches to whoever stopped to listen, and should they refuse, he would bring their time to a halt. By the time he was 100, he no longer knew where he was. He no longer held any meaning to him. I believe he was seeking the secrets behind time itself. He had the key, but was the lock? He had the lock, but was the key? As became the future. The future shall have no secrets. Day after day, he walked his own shadow, firmly believing that the truth was hidden within. So one day, footprints echoed throughout as three Sancta walked into the underground palace. So why is Ursula considered a fucking time person? As the three Sancta should be Mostima, Lemuel, and the fucking guy. What's his name? The other dude. And Mostima shot. And that's how she came across the lock and key. No? Hmm. Now I'm curious. Let's look it up on a wiki. I'm okay with this. A moment. So this is Ursula. She makes a cameo appearance in Babel events. Youngest officer serves in Castell. Yeah, we know that. Guarding the remains of Ferment and loss of life bone. We know that's if you have a sink. The pockets which possess one such fragment, which she can use to control its skeleton. Oh, that's how? Okay. Also, the Time Stealer, Socket's hero from Soren Kazdel legend, who used the power of the life bone to travel through various points of past to save his lost comrades trapped between time and space. Oh, so it's a different time and space kind of thing. Hmm. Okay, so it's a different time and space. Ursula. Ursula. Oh, okay, okay. It's just a different guy. Or maybe it's the same guy. Remember Kazdel legend? The dude was in Kazdel. Hmm. Maybe it is the same guy. The lock and key went to Mostema. Maybe the guy also had the life bone. Hmm. Suska. 18. Alter, loading point. Terrain enemies will differ in places. Commander Uso's HP and attack are increased. Let me actually read what she did. Chill aura, significant attack speed of surrounding ally units and give a blood calling altar the ability to produce blood ember. This is a blood calling altar revised after a period of time. Is that it? Dude. Okay, there's two. I was like, that is so fucking far away from, because the first one I saw was this one and this one. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Oh, there's holes, dude. Yo. Holes, everyone. Holes. What do with the holes, though? Why is this spot here? Is it just so they can't go over, or is right now it seems like just like this, right? And these all go in here. This does seem like a very good spot. And this is facing, oh, this is facing up, so it's these three. But this is this whole top line basically. Fuck. So the holes are here, right? Maybe what I can do is someone block literally right here and then cliff heart fucking poles. But why is there two holes then? Because I can have clip heart pole here, right? But then how do I I make use of it on the other lane? I was also thinking like Weedy maybe. This Weedy's range is it can be pretty far. Bum, 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 ba-dun. Anyway, let's see, right? But we definitely need to pull this. Maybe we just don't care about this bottom one. Just let like normal, just have it as normal combat, right? And then or maybe what we need to do is, since this activation is here, right? We'll have to do this one first. And before this one explodes, right, we can have Cliffheart pulling, blocking and pulling. And then after this one explodes, we can have a Weedy from here pushing or whatever. I'll have someone block here. You also need to be careful of this part because she's probably gonna summon the bloodsuckers over here and just go straight in here. Let's do it. I'll at least bring Cliffheart. That's for sure.
やる気全開。山頂まで一気に行くよ。
Let's see how it goes. Yeah, we're fighting right away. 13-18.
出発する。
Okay, man. Fuck you too. I suppose. I hate those guys.
投稿を流すことはできませんか。
You're dead, right? Not quite. Two shot.
切り尽くす。
影すら捕らえさせない。私の領域を犯した。
What do I want to do here? Do I want to go for the bottom one first, or do I want to go for the top one first? I think the top one's more problematic, but we have this guy to worry about. But by the time this goes here, Ascon will probably kill this guy already. Bang. Okay, now that that's done, right? Which is this possibly? As far as she's here now.
いい天気だね。オリジニウム鉱脈を乗せた溶岩には絶対に近づかないでくださいね。任せ。
黙っている。害虫だ。
Shit.
自分が何をしているのかよく分かっている。私に考えがある。
分かった。
先頭に去るべき怪人
Okay,
は
that's dead as
私が
well.
送り出します。
Now we just have to kill her. Right? Is it possible to fucking grab her?
バッチシオッケー。
I mean, now it's not, but
はーい。
黙っている。
百発百中。楽勝。
生殺の木伊豆くんぞよく行使し愛や
私を追って影の噴火と
they're not helping Cliff Hearts. It's hard to say.
自分が何をしているのかよく分かっている。終わったら何食べようかな。
死の矛を持って死の盾を通さばいかん。そしたら全部ドカンだ。
すぐに終わる。
行ってきます。
黙っている。
Okay. Is it really this easy?
聞こえてるよ。ただるのだ。
It was that easy, I guess. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be easy. I was expecting it to fucking have some other shit that's going on. In my wardrobe, I have a drawer specifically for collecting medals. The medals I received upon graduating Sierra Military College, the 15 years service medal from the Defense Forces, the Londinium Freedom Medal awarded to me by the City Hall 4 years ago, after quelling the chaos in the city. Deeper in the drawer are remnants of previous order, passed down through my family. The emblem of View Vanguard, a piece of brick from Lingon's, and a golden cup awarded by His Majesty Corsica I. The cup is now split into 2 pieces, and the etchings on the top are unclear. However, I remember the layout of each pattern and the expressions on each relief figure. This is all that my parents, my uncles, and my aunts, all that they hoped for, the glory of Gaul, a glory that cannot be denied and would never fade. The cup is quite weighty. You should be able to sell it for a good price. The market for Gaulish pieces has always been brisk. Even if you just melt the things and sell it as raw gold, it should be enough for you to easily buy it in apartments in the finest part of any city. Here's a key to my home. Keep it. The things are in the wardrobe. Pick a place and start over. Forget everything that happened this past year. Call it a fleeting nightmare. Sir, it was you who saved me from the Sarkas who were chasing me. You hid me in the Defense Forces office. I should be thanking you. I'm no longer a member of the forces or your Gaulish compatriots. You didn't have to. Take it. If you find anything else in the house you like, it's yours. The memories mean little to me anymore. I want to hide here for a while yet, until the situation stabilizes. The military commission has disarmed the defense forces. As it stands now, you are no different from a Victorian civilian to the Sarkas. But our comrades are still outside. Some of them are, unsettled. I want to save them all. They've all been captured. I handed them over to the military commission myself. You what? You fucking what? The anger in his eyes deflates before it can reach a peak. A coward, I evaluate him I evaluated him as much in the past. He may have had some courage in battle, but ultimately he is a coward. He survives here with me in ignominy. What the fuck? Ignominy. Public shame or disgrace. Ignominy. Okay. He can't be compared to those warriors who resist the sarcasm. He could never compare. Could I? Ha. I don't care. It's been a long time since I cared. Sir, what are you going to do next? Me? The sanguine arc of vampires have been waiting for me for some time. Stay here until it's all done before you go. If you want to live, you best pray that when you open the door, the cheering you hear is Victorians and not the devils. Unlucky, really. Cheering Victorians. The first thing that comes to my mind is, surprisingly, that Victoria will win. No, that's probably just a force of habit. Naturally, I hope that Terraces will win. But that's the prerequisite of him, or to him, restoring Gaul. All my sacrifices, all my betrayals, all my unforgivable sins were enacted in service of Gaul. Yes, of course, I serve Gaul. I hope. Groups of people are led out by Sarkas forces, heading for the city walls in the distance. The Sarkas intend to fortify Londinium, and I'm afraid the final battle lies right before us. Do they plan to defend Victoria Capital, perhaps? Some of the men cast resentful glances at me. I know them. We once shared a toast. No one stops me. The Sarkas don't care where I go. Even if you open the door for a caged foul beast, where can I fly? It's Calavicia, Rene Leto. I didn't expect to encounter you like this. This may be a good sign. At least you haven't been executed by the Sarkas. You have time to chat. You're Calavicia, the little leader of the SSC, yes? We've cleared out all your bases. The remaining forces should have all fled Londinium. Why are you still here? Some of the thanks goes to the defense forces, and some goes to the caster for keeping her promise. Trilby Asher did indeed ensure the smooth evacuation of the SSC. The Duke of Castor. I guess your identity a long time ago, but now, no matter which of the Duke, your vassal or puppet of, I no longer care. I may not know how capable you really are, but Londinium as she stands is no place for a rebellious child to be running around. Go back to your hiding place. Treasure the fact that the Sarkas have not got you yet. I'll pretend I never saw you. Leto, you've been cowering in Londinium for long enough. After losing contact with the SSC, I quickly found new objectives to work on within Londinium. We were betrayed too, and I don't even know who the traitors were. I don't have time to dwell on that. The situation within the city far surpasses our understanding of a nomadic city under occupation. What's happening now is something you won't find in history books. I know that better than anyone. Have you seen what's going on outside the city? I've seen the Sarkas art circles, the red lights in the sky, the war machines in their many forms, things unlike the military equipment of ordinary nation. I've seen hex crafters floating in midair, seizing control of the sky, forcing drones and arts alike to fail. I used to think that the description of the Sarkas military in the so-called Naxur were tall tales. Literary embellishment for horror's sake. I don't think that anymore. When death itself opened its doors, what man-made hell do we face? And what of the dukes? The ducal armies? They're resilient, grand, but they stand on the horizon, out of reach. I suppose you may be feeling guilt and melancholy, perhaps mixed with a dash of pride. You ponder the cruel choices you made, but your mission is now accomplished. I guess you propose a deal to terraces regarding the nomadic cities that once belonged to Gaul. Londinium is too small, but you can't contain the Sarkas' ambition. He is simply using this place to provoke the expansionist lust of Terra's other powers. Do you honestly believe he cares at all for your Gaul? Londinium's fall is complete, but you are no fool. You see it. The military commission of Kazdal has no intention of occupying Victoria. Correct, I am no fool. I never once placed my hopes in Terra's keeping his word. And yet you still had a hand in so many tragedies. Are you trying to create an opportunity, like what the Sarkas are doing for Kazdal? Perhaps this war will exhaust the Ducal militaries, making space for the ghost of Gaul to return to the land of the living. But the question is, do you actually believe that, Rene Leto? What else can I believe in? I've admitted my weakness. Do you need me to admit my stupidity, my despair, my irrelevance? What do you want from me? Cooperation. The SSC, those resisting the Sarkas, those struggling for survival among Victoria's nonsensical nobility, they all still have a chance. And that which you seek, your so-called Gaul, may also exist within that chance. It seems you're still willing to fight. For a person like you, the dusty rubble is a platform from which to grab the next ledge. For you, those like you, for the military commission, you're strong enough to subvert a nation, to change the course of history, not to mention manipulate the fate of one or two men like me. Enough of the self-pity. There's still much we can do before hell descends upon us. Whether you consider this a form of atonement or the beginning of a new struggle doesn't matter to me. But Leto, I hope we can. Now then, oh great one, can you tell me how I might save myself? There it is. You haven't a clue yourself. Let me by. You really won't turn back. I won't. And I can't say I wish we will. Your hands are stained with the bloods of so many, with the blood of my friends, and you carry on with such despicable decisions. Rene Leto. That'll do then. Right along now. The Sarkas are coming. I still have to say goodbye. Unluck. Lingom. Fucking French. No, my fucking god, fucking French, dude. I ain't reading French. Different songs. Why is this first thing to come to my mind in this moment? Name break units. Your baton is pressed against my waist rather harshly, sir. Lingon Youth Vanguards, 2E Regiment and de la Garde. I'm not fucking reading that shit. Yes, your unit. I've never seen you before. You have, you just forgotten, sir. Have I? You ordered me to recover here, but I want to know what's happening on the front lines. There's a wicked witch king that our fleet to destroy him. Saw it on television, Victorian Duke with a great big huge beard, his army. I'll be promoted to the View Vanguard. You, it's not your time yet. You still need to prove yourself. Nearly 90 years old, he's been not entirely there for quite some time, forgetting nearly everything. For decades, his mind remained in the golden age, where Gaulish men joined Corsica for the first march into Lithuanian. The nurses always said he had only a year to live, but he's still here. He's lived to see Gaul become history. He's lived to see Londinium teetering on the edge of her grave. Before I left the defense forces, I issued one last order to guarantee the safety of the sanatorium. This is the only thing I did for myself in my entire long service to the forces. I brought you a Rems champagne from Lingon's, your favorite. Have a seat, won't you? A fine drink. Corporal? When you sing that song, it's as if there never was any pain, as if you'd never aged a day. I'd never seen Lingon's. You told me again and again about those magnificent halls, the flourishing road networks. You remember Golding, the girl who visited you with me so many years ago? She's dead. She died for this cruel, unshakable, blood-stained world, and I'm one of the murderers responsible for it all. I don't know what to feel for her, but she's gone. She's out of my sight. and she'll certainly never see me anymore. I'm frightened, sir. A girl called Amiya says that all I've done was done out of cowardice. I once confessed to Golding that my only goal was to survive the ruins to come. But I still hope. Even if it's just a pretext, I still hope that from the ruins a new Gaulishman will rise. No, that's not it. I wish Golding could keep on teaching the children under the sunshine, among the fragrance of the flowers. Her persistence was truly beautiful. Oh, shit. You're finally back, huh? This fucking guy. I've done all I can, sir. It's tiring. Welcome back, Aki. Finally back home? Took you long enough. It's been like almost 2 hours. Okay, it's been like 1 hour. 2 hours. 2 hours, actually. Fucking took you 2 hours to get home? What is this? So much shit to unpack? Yeah, I bet. Do you think we still have a future? Fall asleep minutes ago, right then. I drew my saber, a sword that once belonged to a Gaulishman. So much Ojo to come unpack. Yeah, which one, huh? It might be better to let him remain in that dream before the Sarkis force it away in. At least it'll be a splendid dream. Yes, I see. But me, this poor man that I am, dare not reach out to pollute. Killed them in his sleep. The blood of aged youth vanguard splatters my hands. It's a mercy killing. The Prince of Blood himself, the sanguinary vampires, looks silently at the extravagant decor of the Victorian palace. The expression on his face could be described as serene. You came, Leto. Here I thought you'd find somewhere to hide. No, of course not. I was always going to come find your highness. You seem spirited today. I'm pleased. Ever since a Gaulish teacher of yours died, you've been quite the buzzkill. I made a bet with my children. They wagered that you were about to die. But I believed in you, Leto. Have a drink with me. It is the defeat of your enemies. The death of a nation the death of the nation of Victoria. I'll begin the ritual myself, bestowing the most ancient curse. The most tragic end. And so I will be leaving soon. Even my own kin don't enjoy such an honor. You should be grateful. You know, your highness. By the time I was born, Gaul's capitals had already been razed by the Dukes of Wellington and his despicable accomplices. A city annihilated as one breathes a sigh. Now it seems you will do the same to Londinium. Will you weep for her? I just didn't expect it. Duke Wellington dismantled Lincoln's, pulling those mobile plates apart. So silly, so boring, the Victorians. Would you like to settle the blood debt with your own hands? I admire your persistence. I could grant you such an opportunity. Your Highness is most magnanimous. I bow deeply, but I feel his gaze lingering on me. Ah, pathetic. Mean, fickle, cowardly, self-righteous. Begging for mercy out of fear, self-destructing out of despair. I'm still very curious about you. In the scheme of your insignificant life, we spent quite some time together. You really think you can kill me, Leto? You won't. My very blood grips my heart. You may think to yourself, the sarcasm is so arrogant, so contemptuous. On the contrary, Leto, considering what I'm about to see, I am positively filled with affection for you. You are a fool, yes, and despicable indeed. You should cherish your blood. At first, I thought they might have some more interesting uses. Such hasty farewells between us. The Gaulish man's sword. I do my best to reach it. The despicable man's sword. Poor man, keep trying. Give it all you've got, and you just might reach the hilt. I'm saying. The blade cuts across my throat's chill, or cold, chilling. I see my filthy blood gushing from my neck. The crimson liquid stains his clothes and splashes his face. Ah, I'm saying, I'll grant you my blood, vile leech. You'll never boast about the purity of your blood ever again, because despicable Rene Leto has polluted it. Eh?
問題ない。
Okay. 1319. We're almost to the end. Holy. Caster chip pack. 1319, dude. Did this still have different abilities, or is this still the same? Same. Okay. This is a fucking pushover, dude. Alright. Ooh. The pop. So we got the alter the loading point. Hair bearer punishers have increased HP. Which one are they? Airbearer Punisher, these guys. Okay, these are the reborn assholes. And they can stun units in an area after several attacks. Just kill them before several attacks, no? So one is from this side to here, one is from this side to here. This covers the entire map. So they'll go over here and then come out here. Don't tell me they go like this. Would that be too easy? Oh, before we begin, I'm gonna go grab some more tea. I will be right back. I'm back. Tea? The streamer's getting ready to hunt? Why does that have anything to do with tea? I like drinking tea. It's honestly been better on my stomach ever since I've been drinking tea. Still drink coffee from time to time though. It tastes good. Also, it's definitely like a more stable energy because the caffeine content is much lower. Next thing you know, he's gonna make a steak with Indomie. Hey man, why you gotta eat like that? I've been eating Indomie like every other day now. It's insane. We bought so many, so I just like fuck it, dude. Like I bought some, and my cousins who went to Costco also bought some because they're on sale. They bought it back to Costco. Like fuck it, dude. Well, now we have like a shit ton of packs. Dude, but steak with Indomie is pretty nice. And said I might be biased because I like both things. I will admit that they don't really like go together unless you like slice the steak up. You're like thinly sliced and just like place it on top, kind of like a I usually use like a bowl. It's like a bowlish plate for Indomie. Use like 2 packs and put it in these like bowlish plates, and I just like if I like slice the steak and like place it on top of it. Noodle and steak is goated. You don't. Yeah, it's true. I feel like that's like for people with our kinds of background, you know. You know, it's like the our kinds of background. Just so natural.
Doctor, ご機嫌いかがかな?
Delphine. Da, 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 da. Let me see. Is Delphine good Arc Knights? Good old Reddit did. I don't think she's good. I don't think Delphine's good. But meh. Noodles and steak is so fucking good, dude. 2 of my favorite things, dude. Feels good, man. But rice with steak is still the best. Rice with sliced up beef and make it into a donburi. Oh my god, fucking godsend. Holy, dude. Alright. Let's keep going. Get me out of this standard environment shit. 1319. What could fucking go wrong? There's no holes here, so cliff art is kind of useless. Boom, boom, boom. Da 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 da. I don't want to use Lapland just because we can silence her. At least it seems like we can silence her. What the fuck is this, huh?
始めよう。
ふうふう さんさん、お願い
Oh,
だ
they
から
like
おとなしく
go
しててね。
just go straight across.
貴重なサンプルをちょっと取らせてもらうだけだから、まだ怒らないでね。
Man, this is so annoying actually.
他は私が見る。よそに目を光らせろ。
聞いてるわ。
私の領域を犯したな。
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろう。
毒と罠、これは戦術ね。安心名門とは有名でどう。私がいる限り悪夢。
動き回るな。そうすればお互い手間が省けるだろう。
私たちならできます。はい。理解している。どうしたの？
Hmm? Suzerain died. Oh, from the casters, I guess. Huh.
悪くない一度で縛られるつもりはない。
オリジニウム鉱脈を乗せた溶岩には絶対に近づかないでくださいね。
This guy has not been taking damage. Holy shit, dude.
命令、目を凝らせ。これこそがイベリアのデストレッツァ。
大地を這う溶岩にはどうか穏やかに。どうしたの？
Gonna rates. Oh wait, maybe, oh no, he did die, but respawned by the thing.
行ってきます。聞こえ、獲物め、動くな。
Come on. It's fine, I think.
前に進むぞ。
Wait.
生殺の黙っていろ。
Okay, they still go through here.
私の名は闇の奥底だ。諦めるな。
ここね、合ってるかしら。どうしたの？
That wasn't so hard.
仲間が私に怯えてる？ちょっと時間ちょうだい。さっき暴れたあたりを散歩して頭冷
No
やしてくれ。
story for that one. 1320? How about this one? Got an altered loading point. Rim bombardiers are invisible and natural DP regen rate is reduced. Oh, why? But what? Hmm? Airbearer bombardiers, eh? The same setup again. This goes here. This one goes there. If they're invisible and we need DP, say hello to my little friend.
もち
It's
ろ
a
ん喜んで。
blind man called Elysium. I think we got it. I think it's good enough. Sanguinary billows.
ここなら私が先導しよう。
相手のターゲットは誰かな。
エクシア、
Oh
エンゴン。
shit. He's fucking dead.
始めよう。
Man,
黙ってい
fuck
ろ。
these guys, dude. I hate them so much. No, not yet. I need. No, not yet. Oh wait, it's a 32.
幻覚と威嚇。
火山の煙や粉塵には大量のオリジニウム粒子が含まれるので、長い
何が一番怖い？
黙っていろ。ここは私が見る。よそに目を光らせる。
ね、お前の攻撃は想定の通りだ。
私の情報を犯した。
I should carry that to the rest of the way. Fucking -1. I fucked up.
ごめんなさい。私の頑張りが足りませんでした。
Braki, you hunting today or no? You hunting? Hunting? Hunters? Hunting?
私の位置には留意しておけ。いつでも出られる。
Maybe in an hour or so? Damn, you're actually gonna keep going?
バッタを
Gonna play?
黙っていろ。
即戦即決。
幻覚と威嚇。
火山の煙や粉塵には大量のオリ
Just
ジニ
settle in a
ウム
little,
粒
you
子が
know?
含まれるので、
It's fair.
私と奪い合いをする気？
ここは私が見る。よそに目を光らせる。黙っていろ。
Shred these guys. Boom. The big bomba.
これで分かったでしょ。時間をかけるつもりはない。ね、お前の攻撃は想定の通り。
私の領域を犯した。
いい天気だね。先輩、去るべき怪人は私が送り出します。
黙っていろ。
誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
The fucking thing died.
終わったら何食べようかな。
お前の攻撃は想定の通りだ。
前に進むぞ。
As to be expected.
行ってきまーす。
すぐに終わる。
Oh, don't kill it.
もう誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
Oh, you fu-
そんな私を見捨てないで。
the fucking and the bugs. I need a better way. I think it can work. Just fucked up.
帰ってきたらごちそうあるかな。
相手のターゲットは誰かな。
ふうふう。火山さん、お願いだからおとなしくしててね。貴重なサンプルをちょっと取らせてもらうだけだから、まだ怒らないで。
Insane DP gain.
どうしたの？
幻覚と威嚇。
オリジニウム鉱脈を乗せた溶岩には絶対に近づかないでくださいね。
This
ここは
works.
私が見る。よそに目を光らせる。
私と奪い合いをする気？
私後ろ黙っていろ。
時間をかけるつもりはない。新即戦即決。目を凝らす。これこそがイベリアのデストレッツァ。
いい天気だ。命をさらう死を溶けてしまえ。行ってきまーす。聞こえてただろうが。
Oh, I see.
私の名は闇。黙っていろ。
問題ないよ。いや悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
Oh,
記憶に残るのはこの刃の切れ味だけだ。黙っていろ。
can't fucking see what
害
do.
虫が凝固しろ。
もうこれで分かったでしょ。
I can see
そうすればお互い手間が省ける。
somewhat.
切りつく。
これで去るべき怪人は私が送り出します。
さっさと片付けるぞ。
Ah, okay, it's whatever. Easy game, dude. See, I told you it was easy. Told you it was easy. One day they'll revamp the whole story, bring in voice dialogues. One fucking day, dude. How dull. That's all I'm saying. Did you think this would anger me? Offend me? Did you think I would kick your corpse in anger? Curse your insolence? I'm not going to do any of that, Leto. Rene Leto. Insignificant man. Same as the land itself in my eyes. An annoyance. Did you think this act could give meaning to your pathetic life? Still so conceited, Leto. I won't give you another thought, not so much as a momentary glance. Momentary glance. What the fuck is this? Is the throne? The throne room? There's this vampire. If memory serves, I have some sort of role in your hypercritical military commission, but I haven't seen a war report from you in quite some time. Nor have you attended any commission meetings in quite some time. You've always held the requisite command authority. Command authority. I don't need to command my offspring. They serve me naturally. They serve their courts. Then you need to manage them better. The war's end approaches, and your underlings need to play a more significant role. Their wanton behaviors vexes me. The Western Front is wasting time. This is necessary for the ritual. Without enough blood and tears, how were we supposed to gather enough material for the witchcraft? You and Teresa told me about the ancient door you found, covered in scabs. Is the source of all Sarka's suffering, the origin of our fate, really behind that door? The preparations for the rituals are complete. One of the nodes, the town of Brentwood, is under attack by our enemies. Are you dispatching me? Resolve these trifling nuisances for you, Theresis? Oh, that reminds me, oh revered regent of the military commission. Since the commission has noted this is such a crucial town, why did it not prepare any significant defense? No shrouded casters, meat puppets, or any haphazardly bewitched flesh-woven brutes. I indulged you and your sister on account of your dazzlingly powerful souls. Weak Sarkaz call you regent, and the confessory has gathered around you, bringing Teresa back to you. The regent and the resurrected king of Sarkaz. What a fascinating pair of siblings. But all of this owes to your actions, your power, not your status. Power. I have blessed this battlefield in order to cast the grandest of curses. I, in my benevolence, as head of one of the oldest of the courts, have awakened the power hidden within the blood of Sarkaz. And so, Theresis, have you felt it? Does my boon delight you? Oh, but how much power can be drawn from your mixed blood? Mixed blood? The end is near, is making you restless. Conceal your weakness. Or shall I say, you need a reminder or two. Heh. I will complete the final part of the ritual for you, Power Regent. But it is not in service of the narrow ambitions of you and your sister. Eyes always fixed on that nomadic city bearing the false name of Kazdel. Is just another resting place in that painful river. Teresa is ready. The shard will soon unleash a power that Victoria could never imagine. The skeleton is waiting in the hub outside the encampments. You can go from there to Brentwood. Exciting, isn't it? Theresis, you always wear such dull, lifeless faces. I've seen it. A black light rising over the horizon, like a wall of obsidian, that will eventually found a real city. You mock my impatience, but isn't silence the best way to conceal your deepest thoughts? If only I could go back in time and to see it for myself. If we really can receive the power that could reshape this great land, at which the Sarkaz first reached out to touch Originium, then I will, on your behalf, spread the name of Kazdel to every scrap of land I set foot on. Sugoi, sugoi, unbelievable. The Sarkaz, my people, have abandoned their past for too long. They hate, they curse, they swear revenge upon our enemies. So disappointing. My people have forgotten even the origin of their bloodline, forgotten the name of our ancestors. They mate in numbness and sorrow, giving birth to generations of hideous mixed blood offspring. They throw themselves into the shadows of nomadic cities, hiding in the streets, begging invaders for food. I have lost interest in Victorian blood. And the Sarkaz who are satisfied with it, they infuriate me even more. From the moment Sarkaz first called themselves Sarkaz, from the moment this world alienated them, it's enough to drive one mad with rage. It's the pushover. My prince, the drifting experiment is about to end, and we will soon arrive at the way station near Brentwood. The town has been occupied by Victorians, and they are clearing out your creations. Creations? Those mindless insects are nothing more than a few drops of residual blood, carelessly spilled by children of the Crimson Court while painting runes on crystals. Let the Victorians celebrate their victory. My mistake, forgive me, Your Highness. I look to the military commission's mate, the Sarkaz. Theresis has arranged so many children to wander outside the court in the system of his. You are called Ursula. Yes, Your Highness. Your blood is mixed with too much alcohol. I can forgive hedonism and indulgence. But your hesitation disappoints. I can wash those away for you, Major. I am grateful for your benevolence, my prince, but I can handle myself. I will endeavor to do better. She bows her head, and the nerves have gripped her. At least these mixed blood children understand how to resist, which compensates somewhat for their ignorance. Ursula, Ursula, Ursula the Time Stealer, a popular household story. Ursula has taken the reins of this particular skeleton. Amusing. Just a coincidence, Your Highness. When I took the name, I never thought I would really be any kind of hero. Hero? Ursula was a coward. He couldn't even look directly into the eyes of his experiments, daring only to hide in the turbulent currents it stirred up, making some of the people immersed in illusion. So I sent him on such a mission, of course, to save many people. Hollow murmurs echo throughout the space. What is it? Have recognized me at last? Dead silence. Its intelligence has long been stripped away. Only an empty shell remains to react. My prince, we are nearly there. We may encounter some illusions. No need to remind me. I've dealt with this one far more than you ever have. The Ashen Kazdel sent to its doom in diabolic flames. They swept through the tents of all the clans. I can hear the roar of flames. I can hear the lamentations of the flames. Why are we still surrendering? Why are we still weak? Are you satisfied with this? Are you satisfied? Then I, on your behalf, my ancient kin, kneel and weep in the ruins. The king of Sarkaz is dead. The king killed the king. I know he is just a ripple in the illusion. I know this is our unchangeable history. You worked hard to build this Ashen Kazdel, and the Sarkaz have a home again. But doesn't its diminutive size infuriate you? The Outblood invaders deprived the Tikaz of their ancestral land, so you started to compromise, shrinking and distorting that which stands for your home. The plain circle of fields until you can only call it your city, your village. This is the starting point of Sarkaz's weakness, and now I look back from the endpoints. The illusions are over. The skeleton has returned to his lair. My prince, it is my duty to remind you that the forces in control of Brentwood core arts circles are nearby. They may not be aware that skeleton leaves a trace, or our return may have been exposed. Your power is undeniable, but among our enemies there may be no matter. Have our enemies destroyed the ritual nodes? The battlefield art circles cast by this skeleton were merely the tendrils, extremities of the Crimson Court's grasp. In any case, since we've come to an end, allow me to personally stand at the center, as the center of this most ancient ritual. The sun is rising, and the first ray of blood red have already spilled through the damaged cave of the way station. A new day. But this day will be different from all the sorrowful days that have come before. Far chaser, eh? The Crown Slayer. Or the... fuck. Not Crown Slayer. The Crowned Hunter. My first king of Sarkaz. If your soul still lingers among the myriad after thousands of years. Enough dark clouds have accumulated atop the spire known as the Shard. The foolish Victorians see the storm as nothing more than a spear to be thrown. How shallow their inherently corrupt nature, always inclined toward conflicts. I close my eyes, feeling the art circles composed of blood-red crystals, feeling all of the blood that has flowed through this land since the war. No, since we degraded ourselves into Sarkaz. They tremble at my mercy, they boil at my call. If you watch us yet, the descendants of your lost homeland, if those distant legends have been distorted and painted over our not lies, then let the suffering in that cradle descend again. Let us reclaim the lost fate of the Tikaz. Oh fuck. They're going back to Tikaz, boys. A drop of blood drips from my eye. It flows down my face. Such a distant voice answers me. It's as if I could reach out and touch it. That door, long buried in dust and smoke, is slowly loosening. The storm over Londinium is playing a new movement. It seems something's missing. A loud noise. Bang! As we thought, the Victorians are attacking here. We will do what we can to buy you time to complete the ritual, my prince. The Victorians? Heh. You really have surprised me. No, no, girl called Ursula. We are not facing any such Victorians. Our guests deserve to witness this moment. Another pure blood, still young Nell, and the usurper of King of Sarkaz. No matter who they are, the military commission's plan must be executed. I'll strengthen my connection with the firm as much as possible in order to prevent them from reaching this place. My prince, please. You have no standing from which to advise me. I do so want to see. What cliches will they spout I meet this time? What moments of despair can they show me? Now then, Major, you stay here. This dispensable work of yours is over. How many years have these hollow skeletons gone unfilled? For centuries? 4 centuries? 5? At the same time, I was not yet master of the Crimson Court. Or at the time, I could still hear the arrogant whisper of the putrid War King. I could hear the sounds of the Archlyre of Jaw torturing the night away. At the time, even if the vampires were hostile to them, these mighty souls surging with hatred and faith made my heart swell. At the time, the Sarkaz were already a scattered people with no home to call their own. But at the time, I could see the remnants of their proud souls. Ruin. A sea of blood, it devours the curse. Are you still toying with these pathetic words? These false curses, Banshee? Why don't you face the power that truly belongs to you? The power gathered in your blood. Isn't the elegy you can sing now so much more melodious? Melodious? Unless you are silent, never to open your mouth. Vampire, what is it you are trying to reach? This is no ritual recorded in Sarkaz literature. What is it calling? I think, I see a seed. You're trying to awaken it with millennia-old witchcraft, to nourish it with the art circles of the battlefields, and control it with the storm of the shard. It must be stopped. You destroyed Londinium. It'll be nothing but a heap of rubble full of originium. No, not only that, at this skill, with this much power, I can even see the revenge of the Sarkaz will drag Alvatera into the abyss. Revenge. Cultus, you still claim to be the king of Sarkaz, but your views are so biased. 200 years ago, a coalition of a Terran army or Terran nations destroyed Kazdel once. And now, do you think we will bring pain and destruction to Victoria as simple vengeance for their conquest two centuries ago? I'm disappointed once again. The black crown lingers over your head, and indeed, this is yet another ridiculous thing wrought by the king of Sarkaz. Killing an enemy and butchering a country, burying a city and annihilating a culture. These things are not different. For the Sarkaz, these are far from enough to be called resistance. We've come to Londinium, this outblood capital, not for any kind of retaliation. Seed? Not a bad description. Watch and see what sights the seed will bring. You're a narrow-minded one, vampire. No flowery words can change the nature of what it is you're doing. You call me silent? Rest assured, vampire, you will hear me speak. Fetters fall heavy on your body. Yeah. The black crown appears over the outblood's head. A black spear pierces my scapula. No, it's not. Fresh blood gushes out. The king of Sarkaz opened a wound for me. What the fuck? This is the blood so preciously bestowed to me and my ancestors for millennia. I carefully select the blood of my choice. The masters of the Crimson Court have the responsibility to, day after day, wipe away even the most minute hint of impurity. The reason we are so pure is not that this bloodline has never been lost, never been defiled, but because I finally found it. A drop of blood has been passed down through the millennia. Tikaz blood. The land falls silent, The river stagnates, the air moans. The entire world turns solemn. As I reach out my hand, it floats slowly in front of me. It does not drip. It only goes up, up. He's going to complete the ritual. Tikka's blood is now gone from our world. The incantation left in Londinium was just destroyed in that instant. What's happening in Londinium? Amiya, end this battle quickly. I feel some kind of... Don't be so hasty, honor guests. Blood crawls over the bones. Blood stains emerge from the decay. It is just such a great opportunity. In the sight of the first curse, perhaps today, we can bid farewell to the last king of Sarkaz.
お前の作戦、戦術は現代らしいものだが、根底にある思想は古臭いな。
Huh? What the
一体い
fuck?
つの時代の人間だ？
What just happened?
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
6,000 gold.
ここは停滞するシラクーザとは違って
いい部屋じゃねえか。
Where's Texas?
よし、
Still
目立つ場所はど
resting?
こかなと。
Oh, still resting. Unluck.
ドクター、ご機嫌いかがかな？
Oh. Like, okay. Is Delphine even good? I'm of the opinion no. Right? It's like, she looks so cool. Hmm. 152 centimeters, Ultra height, Tokem height. Hello, everything well? Everything is well, indeed. We're about to... let me see. We're about to do 1321. Although right now I'm kind of distracted by the fact that how Delphine is so bad. Hope everything's going well for you, Dr. Joseph. Thanks for stopping by for the first time chat. I see you. Like range goes from this to this. Increases damage dealt to enemies above 80% HP. And the whirlpool that is passionate attack increases 109% against Sarkaz enemies and stores additional attack charge that only fires against Sarkaz enemies. I mean, just 20% extra, right? Which could be good, but it's assuming you use her in this chapter, right? And like concentration is just so ass, man. Like it's so so bad. Like on in theory, right? This doesn't look that bad, you know? Attack range increases, or changes, becomes a forward facing 4 tiles, and attack interval is significantly reduced. Each attack deals 40% attack as arts damage. That's the part. It's just so ass, dude. Like maybe at M3, 50% attack. I'm improving my operators. I'm making a team of cooks, taking advantage of the current events. Nice. What are you cooking, boys? Good luck cooking. And let's preempt this strike. Like Senshi and Savage. Savage cooks? I don't know Savage. I know Savage, but I didn't realize she cooked. Wait. Scavenger? Oh, Savage. Savage. Yeah, not Scavenger. Fuck, is it? This one. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I had no clue about her. Bring Ephraim and warm me for some hell of a barbecue. She can cook. I see. Rimbleton. But like, is it Delphine just ass? They canonically cook. Yeah, you can still bring Ifrit and warm me. Or at least Ifrit, right? Ifrit cooks. She has that skin. The barbecue skin. Attack doubles, but no longer target enemy below 50% HP. Attack causes take 6% attack per second as arts damage stacked up to 4 times. Just, man. It's not the best, you know? Can't auto see him.
いい夢をドクター。
Yeah. Gummy definitely cooks. Gummy cooks for sure. I mean, she has a barbecue. She's cooking right on my screen. Yeah, Gummy definitely cooks. The spot cook. I don't know if Spot cooks. Who else cooks? Zima doesn't cook, right? I don't think. Silence cooks, kind of. Raising Ifrit requires cooking. I don't know who else cooks. Yeah, good luck with that one. Jay does cook, yeah. I mean, he has food related stuff, right? Definitely cooks. Jay cooks seafood, indeed. Chen doesn't cook, don't lie. Don't even try. Cold shot cooks. If you want her, she cooks. She owned a restaurant, a diner. This is even like her apron. This has a little cafe thing. Plus, she looks hot. She mainly drinks though, but she cooks. KLB cooks, according to this events, right? KLB cooks. You can use her. Actually, more than what I thought. And for most of these characters, I just don't know their stories, honestly. Kay is just hungry? No, she cooks. She cooks for herself. I was reading each operator's file before making sure to add them to the team, and I might add KLB. Someone needs to eat the food. I mean, she cooks. She also eats. She cooked to eat. Do a hot pot on his head and bake honey biscuits. I'm of the opinion she cooks. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm of the opinion she cooks. Yeah, good luck with the cook team. Oh, I don't know if I ever want to do like a niche. Nice niche. Seems annoying to do, honestly. Because now one of my defining traits of an Arcanist player, I don't use the operator anymore. I try not to. Try not to use Wizardo, but it is what it is. At the moment, I don't have much operators, but I think it's a decent team. Just do niche after you get bored of meta. I am bored of meta. The meta is Wizardo. Well, just play my faves? Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I just play however I want to play. Mos. When's another skin? When HG? When's another skin? What's the most skins? Definitely not Fire Whistle. Amiya, maybe? Amiya has a shit ton of skins. I mean, then again, she's like the main character, so that doesn't really count. Who else has a lot of skins? Chen? Ifrit? Exia? I'm pretty close to playing Slow Knights though. What do you mean? The only people that slow that I play is Ascalon, Suzuran, and Narantuya on S3. It's only 3. Although Narantuya is really strong though. She's insanely strong. Even Cruz, no, she only has 1. Oh, she has another form though. That doesn't count. Oh, so Rash, stay in the basement. Even So Rash has 3, man. Silence has 2. My Glaucus is half built. Alright, most does slow. Yeah, you're right. Most slows a lot. Completely forgot. Fucking Jessica has fucking so many skins. 3. I feel like she had more. Lizardel? I don't use her anymore. I try not to use her. Does Dorn have a skin? No. Dorn is cute. Yeah, my Glaucus is half built. Because she's one of the first supporters I got. I'm blind. Where the fuck? Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's one of the first supporters I got. She was really nice having her though. Be able to just kill the drones reliably. It's really nice, really nice. Alright. I think that's enough stalling. Never mind, there's a blue bell. Alright, let's fight this guy, whoever he is. Are you fighting the Sanguinarch? No idea. This looks ass. What the fuck is this? Do I need like... Do I need to hit it multiple times or what? Boss moments? Terrain and enemy differ in places. Walk over here. It's up here and probably like go straight in or whatever. Oh no, walk down here. Oh, these guys can also just go straight in here. Oh. Okay, this seems like a thorn spot if I've ever seen one. Holy, that seems like a thorn spot. A thorn facing left. Alright. I believe we'll be fine. Do we want Elysium? Okay, why not? Ah, fuck it, why not, dude? Boss moments. Story first, though. At the climax of the story. Hold on, I got a text. Ugh. Who's texting me? Alright. For a few moments, perhaps more than a few moments, no Sarkaz dared to speak. It takes away all things and shapes all things. What is that? The blessing of Sanguinarch left the Sarkaz hasn't faded, but just now. The doctor had been talking about. Blood rises from the spine of the pyramids. Apparently only a drop, but it draws all eyes. It leaves the intertwined bones dancing in the dim cave, rising in the freshly sprinkled sunlight. A drop of blood, just one drop of blood. Pure blood, glorious blood. It has been wounded, it has been betrayed, it has been forgotten, to the point of being spurned. For millennia, the land called it a disaster, treated it as an enemy, trampled it until it abandoned its glory and defiled its body. Tikaz became Sarkaz, their homeland lost. Today, the blood of those with a homeland returns from history. All men across the land shall pay tribute to it. So what, the Tikaz blood has always been in this vampire dude, and he was finally able to get a drop of it out of his body because Amiya injured him. Right? Is what I'm summarizing, right? The bead of blood, it dissolves and silence rings. No explosions, no vibrations, no grand visions or chaotic whispers. Even if blocked by the hills, all eyes turn towards Londinium. At this point, all the storm called by the shard feel like nothing but harmless drizzle. Now, what gathered atop the tower can no longer be called just a dark cloud. The storm has become a cradle. Holder W, look alive. Do it. W, where are the bombs you buried? Hit your detonated now. Don't have to tell me twice. Bang. No guesses. Holder. We only take on opponents we know we can handle. W's bombs tore through the defensive line. We gotta break through. Tangled with them way too long. Amiya and Logos went on ahead of us. They'll deal with the worst of our troubles. As for the others, follow the path they cleared and climbed the pyramid's bones with those gangways. Damn it, these guys! Don't let them get any further. Commander Ursula is pulling up the gangways. The trembling nerve bundles begins to close and the bone gangways start to drift. The pyramid had decided not to let anyone walk on its spine. The traitors die here. We'll take their corpses to the tent of the Naxor King to nourish our next victory. They don't know. Buried minds under the bones. Feels pretty good. Orders and get ready. Shockwave incoming. The rising airflow of the grand explosion sends the three mercenaries into the air. Order adjusts his posture with some efforts, looking down to see the cave being engulfed in flames. The pyramid seems to sense something. It swings its body, its white tailbone slashing at the three like a whip. W3 grenades downward diagonal. Good idea. This is the last time I play along with your explosive shenanigans. The red-haired Sarkaz kicks with dust, and the black-haired Cabernet weaves darkness. The scraps from beams and the shadows form steps. An invisible staircase, stinking of gunpowder, spirals upward and pierces the chest cavity of the hovering skeleton. The mercenaries rush into its hollow interior. This way to the core of the skeleton. Our target is Ursula. Find her and we get control of this thing we're walking on. Are you too sure we can get this skeleton? Sounds a little reckless, almost like robbing a caravan. We have to, otherwise Amias and Logos are fighting for nothing. So we open the car door, toss the driver out, grab the keys. Bam, my car now? You see the illusions this thing made? Moving between its bones. Still haven't figured anything out. This isn't some obscure story. Should I have figured something out? I forgot. You don't care to learn history. A few hundred years ago, a Sarkas killed a firmament that almost destroyed Kazdel. After it fell, there were various claims as to where it ended up, and one of those was that its consciousness didn't die with it, that it was split up, sealed up in a bunch of different items. Now it seems that claim was probably at least partly true. As for the unconscious shell, it was carefully collected before this war. They spent a lot of effort to modify it, and sure enough, it's playing a big role in the war for the military commission. Different items, huh? Ursula never carried a pocket watch before, not like she was ever on time in the Scar market. But if her watch is holding the Pharma's consciousness, it's probably already very fragmented. The skeleton we're standing on isn't exactly dead, but it doesn't have much more than basic nerve reflexes. Ursula can only guide those basic reactions. We just need to pay more attention to them. A rain of bolts falls through the gaps in the bones, followed by an airy glow of Sarka's witchcraft. Take cover. Sure, just avoid the nerve bundles that can strike at you, and watch out for sudden bone spear threats. Nothing to worry about. After all, this felt has been stripped down to nothing but bleach bones. But there's still you, Ursula. Ah, I clicked. You're more dangerous than this half-dead ferments. Done with your important work? I might be, if you weren't here to bother me. This bitch the commander here, she's pretty rough on her own skeleton. Those bolts all stuck in the bones now. Want me to help pull them out? I've got a pretty handy method. Is that psycho? Trying to kill my men right in front of me? Order, you think too little of me. Dangerous and chaotic powers gather in Ursula's fingertips as she prepares to cast her arts. But a moment before she can cast, a black shadow crawls up to her ankle. Ugh. Ursula has to take a step to the right in order to shake off the persistent entanglement of the shadow. Her arts go out of control and a red glow shoots out from the damaged seams of the spine. The sound of muffled explosions booms from the distant cave wall. We've gone rusty, Ursula. I guess you've been doing well for yourself in Scar markets. You're a bunch of survivors, I'll give you that. Back in Kazdel, I made quiet bets with the old timers on how many of you would actually collect on those jobs you were taking. As long as I bet on Horder, Ines, and later that Cycle W, I always made money. Sounds to me like you owe us a big cut. That's the famous sharp tongue on this W. Haven't you learned anything from Ines? This time though, you took the wrong turn. Two kings of the royal court are here, going all out, not to mention the king of Sarkaz. This place is never gonna be safe haven when you can escape the war, or where you can escape the war. Not the kind of place you can survive. What about you? You heard about Terrace's trump card in Londinium? Assuming the consequences out there are way beyond anything anyone's ever seen before. You still think it's a fair price to pay for the Sarkas to rebuild Kazdel? That's enough chit-chat. Soldiers, end them here, while there's still time. Major, look, on the bones there. Blood crawls along the bones, creeping towards them. Blood is filling the place, overflowing the damaged gaps, connecting the long, cold body. It's the Sanguinarch. Looks like he's ready. It begins to grow warmer. Power accumulates in the bones again. The spine sways left and right, audibly creaking. The ferment resumes its roving. So much blood. Ursula, where did all this blood come from? As if you need to ask, it's courtesy of the homicidal Sanguinarch. He slaughtered the place clean. No, their wrists. Ursula and her men all have bleeding wounds on their wrists. Drip, drip. It starts as beads of blood. then turns into ribbons, then rivers. How much blood is in a human body? The blood flowing out of the guards, joined with the blood stains spreading over the bleached bones. Why, are they dead? I offer your highness my blood, Prince of the Crimson Courts. May you hunt unimpeded. Let our blood form for you a swift chariot. Stop. Have you lost your marbles? The firmament is about to move again. The currents of history might be about to sweep this place away. That bitch wants to go down with us. I'm not controlling it. Blood has replaced muscle, tendons, and marrow. Isn't that enough to control it? The guard's exposed skin is now visibly pallid. Ursula's complexion is also looking worse. Finally, the flow stops. A sarcastic soldier will give everything for his liege, not only his blood. Their skin shrivels and finally they collapse. It's been an honor and a privilege. Men, you stood with me to the end. We will meet again among the myriad souls. I told you, the skeleton isn't a place to escape. It isn't a place to survive anymore. Or we need to take cover in the cabin. The illusions are already manifesting. We don't know where they might go. It's creating waves. Look out. We fighting? No, not yet. Where does the vampire want to take us? Order? I'm here with her. She's lost too much blood. Whether or not she lives, it's all up to her now. You might as well leave me outside, Order. I'd rather die with my men. Killed so many old friends. There's no way you suddenly grew a heart today. But we can use you. I told you the skeleton's out of my control now. You also said you're loyal to the Crimson. You're loyal to the Commission. If you think the military commission is the hope for Kazdel to become a nation, then why is that guy calling him a regent? Calling himself a regent? Why does he need Teresa? Why does he think winning this war will secure a future for Kazdel? What is theirs is thinking? Whatever, we'll talk after we take down this firmament. What are you gonna do? Our goals hasn't changed. We're going home. Home. That was supposed to be the skeleton's last mission. What? It has a name. We codenamed it Lifebone. Nobody uses much, but when General Manfred named it, he was talking just like you. Just like me. Manfred. We're enemies, so I'm done with questions. I'm just gonna wait to die. I guess making it to today is a kind of an answer. You really think General Manfred is blind? That he doesn't know what you're up to? I mean, you can only talk about going home if you manage to survive in your run-in with the Sanguine Arc. You're right, so I'm gonna borrow your watch. Perhaps due to her blood loss, Ursula is basically powerless to resist. Odora takes the lovely pocket watch without any trouble. Its cold metal case is engraved with intricate witchcraft runes. The watch is ticking backwards. A murmur that no one else hears fills his mind for a moment. It really is louder than I imagined. He grits his teeth and leaves behind the loud whispers. He searches within it for the true dormant consciousness of the firmament. Firmament who wanders this land, you are not dead. You've decided to continue your existence in a different way. You're still here, aren't you? At the center of the disaster, the silent firmament slowly swims. Where it wanders, there's only ruined emptiness. The past lifts it, and the future is separated by it. A figure stands in front of it. Stop, firmament. You're about to step into Kazdel, our city. The people here refuses your visits. Choose another path, or else the Sarkaz will slaughter you. This is your only warning. Very well. My brother directed us to forbid his advance, to obey the will of the King of Sarkaz. Sanguine Courts, to me. Powerful witchcraft condenses in the vampire's hands, and a giant crimson spear falls from the sky. One massive wound after another pierces it. The silent Faramir finally speaks, as if waking from a dream. Kazdel, oh my, I may have slept for too long. Kazdel, when did it become a city? You're a king of Sarkaz. Is he not your sole chosen leader? Why is he not standing before me? An image that all have forgotten is shattered by the moving Faramir. It has not roamed in centuries. It gently moves its fins, now only bleached bones, pushing through layers after layers of space. The one who once killed it now bestows warmth upon it again. This skeleton searches for a suitable place to stop, until finally... The massive skeleton hovers over an endless sea. The cave, the battle, and even a slowly rising sun are nowhere to be seen. Where the fuck are we, dude? Instead, there is only a calm sky, a calm sea, and calm stars. All the cruelty that occurs on the continent seems to have never existed here. This is beyond the horizon, beyond civilization. This is what remains of the skeleton for a Prince of Blood to find at last. An untouchable realm. Holy shit, this looks like something out of fucking Destiny 2 or... Not Metal Gear. I like fucking Warhammer maybe. Holy, what the fuck? Nah, maybe not. No, not Warhammer. Actually... Maybe? I'm not sure. 40k? Maybe. Some giant fucking space traveling animal that's been modified. I'm not sure. The Crimson River connects with a dark blue nerve and intertwines tightly. The slender murderer closes his eyes and feels the pounding rhythm of his victim. With blood for reins, he harnesses the creature that can only wander through history. After those illusory visions and memories of the past, you've indeed brought me a more valuable scene. Why don't the two of you, in the face of such a scene, fizzle those frankly laughable arts in your hands? Have a look around. Take some time to admire it all. This is the tomb I have chosen for you. Stayed time just a moment ago, but here, a dark night and an endless sea. The stars are changing. I never heard of any place like this, not in any records, not in any legends. Though this must be distant enough, yes. I do wonder how far we are from Kazdel now. This land they all call Terra, is it too vast or is it too small? Yeah, be careful. His blood, it's sublimating. He awakened his blood with that witchcraft. Don't talk like an outblood banshee. You know, I treat purebloods as equals. Perhaps when compared to the Crimson Court, which has spent eons seeking purity, you have been more deeply influenced by Originium. But well, among the Sarkaz, you are indeed quite formidable. Come, let's not be stingy with my blessing. You cannot reject my gift. Now that I've awakened your power, you are finally worthy of facing me. Let me hear the screech of your knell, if it can still darken the moonlight. Crimson ripples are spread. At this moment, the sky is no longer the sky, nor is the sea the sea. They are only refractions of blood. Reflections of blood. The sanguinarch smiles faintly, a blood soul pumping like a heart in his palm, reflecting the face of the young banshee and the structure as deep as life itself. And then the blood soul shatters. I write, therefore I command. The night conceals me from death. Another of your shallow incantations. You have talent, no doubt about that. The flapping of your lips, the doodles of your bone pen are enough to humiliate the so-called origin arts of common people. And yet, why do you resist your heritage so? Show me your true self, king of the court, banshee. Dokaril. I don't fucking know. Sanguinarch of vampires, prince of all blood, demands you to show your true self. Enough, vampire. Hold on, Logos. Black arts erupt from the girl's hand, parting the sea of blood. But the blood does not yield, it roars. The king of Sarkaz's art dissolve and shatter, and the red surges even more intensely. Oh, king of Sarkaz, I nearly forgot you were here. Altus, king. Look at you. You didn't receive even a scrap of my boon. Altus blood, tedious and ordinary. No matter how hard I try to scrape something together, I cannot find a shred of talent or power. Can't even say that your blood is mixed or impure, as those objectives still imply an expectations of return to purity. But you, there are chaotic bloodlines I approve of. They are without a doubt all formidable or magnificent. But what do you have? A laughable motivation, a shallow conviction. I don't have to answer you. I just have to defeat you. This is our king of Sarkaz, just stealing a bit of attainments from another, chaotic and disorderly. Nothing even on the level of Banshee's little tricks, born of his rebellious mind. Even less than that pair of siblings. Yeah. Don't let him provoke you. As it stands, his power is still growing. We need to end this fast. We need to get back under the clear skies. In the past, I once slew a so-called king of Sarkaz, and it wasn't particularly difficult. And I suspect your end will be the same this time. You question me with black blades. I answer you with a gift of death. Oh, we fighting? We're fighting? Let's fucking go, dude. I'm about to fuck this guy up.
皆さん、もう一度防護装備の確認をお願いします。溶岩と安全な距離を保って、体調の報告は怠らないようにしてください。
Master of all Bloodborne. Bloodborne mentioned.
よく理解しているが。
問題ないよ、即戦即決。
What the fuck is that? It doesn't stay though.
時間をかけるつもりはない。
火山の煙や粉塵には大量のオリジニウム粒子が含まれるので、長居は避けましょう。
This Syrian Bloodman is blah, blah, blah.
命令を。
ここは私が見る。よそに目を光らせろ。
お前の攻撃は想定の通りだ。
先輩、どうか命をさらう死を解けてしまえ。
No, -1. Okay.
よかった。火山はまだそこまで。私を
We're gonna fuck this guy up. For sure, guys. For sure. This guy's already fucking dead on my screen, dude. He's already fucking dead on my screen.
即戦即決しよう。俺の貴重な時間を無駄にしないためにもな。
自分が何をしているのかよく分かっている。
黙っていろ。
問題ないよ。モンキは悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。時間をかけるつもりはない。
毒と罠、これは戦術ね。あたし何が一番怖い？
目を凝らせ。これこそがイベリアのデストレッツァ。
害虫だ。
信号はこれで分かったでしょ。
他は私が見る。よそに目を光らせる。縛られるつもりはない。了解した。
聞こえてるよ。
Fuck, -1.
浮かない顔してるな。さっきのはただのテストでしょ。計画っていうのは試してみて調整して、それから何度も試してやっとバッチリ使えるもんになるのよ。私がいつだって成功する秘
I'm gonna get
訣
rid
は
of
これ。
Kentavile, honestly. And then we're gonna fucking pipette it up, boys. We're gonna pipette it up.
振り上げ、大根
Okay,
と
dude.
砂嵐と共に
It don't matter. Just gonna fucking pipette it up.
出発する。
主の名を掲げ。
バット、奴らが災いを生み出し戦争を引き起こした元凶なのか。
オリジニウム鉱脈を乗せた溶岩には絶対に近づかないでくださいね。
全員の行動力を奪う。それでいいだろう。なんで即戦即決。
前に進むぞ。
無駄だ。
まあまあ急がないの。先に伸びをさせてよ。大気を這う溶岩
Oh shit, does she not reach? Oh, she does.
いいか、手を離しなよ。君ごときは汚していい品じゃないんだ。任せろ。
信号はこれで分かったでしょ。
黙っていろ。
聞こえてくるよ。
寝言は夢で。
Does it respawn here?
私がいる限り悪
ねえ、動き回る。そうすればお
I
互
got
い
stunned. Why?
切りつけ。
モンキは悪いね。僕は別に信徒じゃないよ。
他は私が見る。よそに目を光らせる。
怖いもの知らずだね。そんなものまで盗もうなんて。
There's so much shit, dude. And this got dead. Shit. No, okay. Okay. Aight? He's going mad. He's going insane, dude.
リラックスして、リラックス。
気を失う。
これで君たち怖いもの知らずだね。そんなものまで盗もうなんて。
Yeah, does he go up or does he go bottom? Huh?
記憶に残るのはこの刃の切り口だけだ。私の名は私を追って影に踏み込む。
Damn it, Kate. I don't know what's going on. Oh shit. They died.
悪くない望みだ。いいか手を離しなよ。君ごときに汚していい砂じゃないんだ。水木に何の恨みもないと。
Wait, why isn't this guy taking damage?
私の姿を映して。
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Guys.
始めよう。
That does damage to him.
誰にも縛られるつもりはない。
行ってきまーす。いいか、この睡蓮の紋章を去るべき怪人は私が。
姿を映して。
Where is it going?
聞こえてるよ。リラックスして、リラックス。
Bang.
つもりはない。
安心して私なら了解した。さっさと片付けるぞ。
記憶に残るこの刃。
Die, bitch. Easy game, easy life. Dude, second try. Easy game, easy life, dude. This guy is such a bitch. Push over, really. Oh man, easy. Blood rain falls incessantly, as if it will never stop. Locos and Amiya's shoulders have been soaked red by the rain. The white-haired vampire, however, seems to stroll casually under the rain, completely spotless. Look at the sorry state of yourselves, lost in confusion, losing sight of what matters. Even if no one answers your cries, you can't waste the stage you've been given. Don't waste your chance at a grand farewell. I state it, therefore it is prescribed. The wind and rain cease, deprived of the right to flow. Damn, a fucking area cleanse? Holy. The moment the words are spoken, the blood rain freezes in midair. Like curtains, like stars, it refracts the sorrow of the sea, the brilliance of the moons. The sanguine arc squints. The sanguine arc squints, seemingly unsurprised by the incantation of the Lord of Banshees. Rather, it is as if he is appreciating a piece of art drawn between heaven and earth. You've halted the surging, impressive. Blood pauses at your command, but I am its master. The suspended bees of blood suddenly burst in air, splattering anything they can reach. The knell will decay, the order will wear, no? If you so disdain your noble blood, I might as well extract it and return it to your mother, Banshee. She will play for you a mournful whistle. Amiya. The vampire only gives Amiya a momentary opportunity, but it is more than enough. Amiya's palm presses against Vampire's body, sticky blood burning her palm. Is this your blood? Heated by arts, heated by your talents. But the hot blood I've seen has all been for the sake of resistance, for the sake of life. And those people, their blood is much hotter than yours. Black lines burst from Amiya's palm, piercing through the vampire's body. Amiya, fall back. You didn't get his vitals. Oh, how cold, King of Sarkaz. A monarch of such little grace you are. Sanguine arc of vampires, prince of the Crimson Courts, your offspring fill every battlefield the Sarkaz touch. You proclaim to them that the slaughter and conquest are the ancient traditions of the vampires. You've shaped your court into what it is today. You've made the people see all vampires as nothing more than twisted creatures of desire like yourself. But the vampires I know are not like you. They haven't gone mad like you. They've only managed to conceal their desires, conditioned to deeply by this age in which they have no home. Some choose to bow down to their invaders, and I pity them. No, that's not it. How do you interpret the blood that your court stands for? The sufferings of Sarkaz need no elucidation. All Sarkaz, even those who submit to you, inevitably know the taste of blood. Overturned in dark alleys, intercepted in dark forests. Sometimes a throat is cut. Sometimes cold daggers are thrust between ribs. It awakens the siblings. We now know the cost of submission, and they come to rebel, until they too are covered in the blood of their enemies. How pitiful. Kill or be killed. This is the cycle of blood that the Sarkaz carry. Is that how you define the meaning of blood? A cycle? The first time any of us felt blood on our skin, wasn't it? When we were born from our mothers? Blood is the foundation of human life, heritage passed down on umbilical cords, inevitable stumbles when exploring the outside world, and boons that will surely heal. But you see it as only as a synonym for torments and death. Your obsession makes you bloodthirsty. You, with all your arrogance and pride, lead them to believe that this is a path that Sarkaz should take, the things they should do. I reject you, Sanguine Arc. I reject your actions, your words, and your courts. What is this I'm hearing? You, an outblood, reject me? A mere crown has inflated you to what? King of Sarkaz? Oh shit, animation? Never mind. Man, what the fuck? The blood sea churns, its waves cover the moons. Crimson removes all other colors. I don't care what I am or what I'm called. I only know what I need to do. The prince stops moving for a moment. A voice echoes in his mind. This is how you manipulate the king's power, Cultus? Will you share some profound words? Try to shake me with shallow emotion? You're welcome to try. Shake? No. This is a rejection. The rolling of the waves slows, together with the moonlights. I reject you. I reject you the way you reduce the king, the Sarkaz, and Kazdel to concepts of power and tradition. I reject you, how you entrust the future to the past, entrust life to slaughter. Teresa the king, the chancellor, the leader of Babel, she showed everyone a path. Maybe that path is too idealistic. Maybe her promises won't bear the thousands of years of hatred of the Sarkaz. But that's not now, not your choice. You'd laugh at my weakness. Say it's not my place to talk about the Sarkaz with you. Or you mock Logos for not making use of the blood you awakened just now. Oh, King of Sarkaz. You eavesdrop on my thoughts. Is that your ability? And of course, you know what I'm going to say. I do. But we never said that the Sarkaz should give up the resistance. We never said that suffering is justified. On the contrary. Those rebels who awaken from their suffering and hardship, from the abyss of hatred, they will be much, much stronger than you. The lost homeland of the Sarkaz is not in the history you keep looking back to an eon ago. It can't be a slogan, or fantasy, or symbol. It's right here, where the Sarkaz came from. In the city called Kazdel, where so many real people live. people that you've only condemned to avoid of ideas. You imagined the present from the past, and the real future can never be born. It's time to stop, vampire. It's time to stop. Oh shit. Amiya's ring shatters, sending splinters flying. Cold angers burn within Amiya as she scrutinizes the enemy before her. She thought her anger would rise, burning like a fire that could scorch the ocean. But no, that's not what's happening. Amiya feels more than just anger, also an intense sadness. The Sarkaz, a people who have lost their homeland. Yes, they believe that it is only through violence in the war that they can reclaim all they've lost. It's easy to blame them, with cliché words of morality, justice, and kindness. Words that have been spoken over and over again, even as war continues and hatred spreads. Because that is how this world treats them. This world has imposed on them violence and war. So then, what's wrong with an eye for an eye? What is the crime in blood for blood? Every king of Sarkaz operates on those principles, so the war never stops. This must be broken, but how? How can the system be broken? Even Teresa failed. What do you think you are? Yes, even she failed. That's why Teresa needs me, the doctor, and Dr. Kelsey needs me. And that's why I'm here. I, as the Revenant called me, as you called me, as so many Sarkaz believe me to be, the outblood, the weak king of Sarkaz. Stand down. Shush. Amiya fucked them up. The obsidian decree transforms into judgment of the king, stabbing into the scorched blood. The thick red finally dissipates. The vampire takes a few steps back, raising his hand to wipe away the blood that flows from his nose and mouth. His body is damaged, and his white clothes are at last stained with blood. You can't fight anymore, Sanguinarch. It's time for this battle to end. King of Sarkaz, won't you grant me that vision of emptiness? Don't you want to peer into my thoughts, see my sorrows and pain? You can reprimand me, reject me. Countless Sarkaz believe this is the power of the king. You say I've corrupted my courts, but what about you? Oh, King of Sarkaz, take your direction, your path. My people follow you, expecting you to well exploit their flesh and blood, their lives and their souls. Their blind faith is ridiculous. I sneer at the king's comfort, but I have seen it. My elder brother was a king of Sarkaz. What a lofty title, what a transcendent role. He was looked to as the leader of the Sarkaz, our guiding light. He was a natural savior, the one who would pull us out of our misery. But what was the reality? What kind of people has the Black Crown chosen? In the beginning, the king of Sarkaz was indeed magnificent. The Diablos walked the path of punishment. The Goliaths roared the fearless calamity. But they found themselves betrayed by the cowardly, sold out by the selfish. That is our curse. The king killed the king. Succession to the crown often comes with death. The vile always prevail. As such, the crown was besmirched by short-sighted fools. The weak began to appear among the kings. They were narrow-minded, focused on toying with the power they held in their hands. They became no better than the hypocritical lords among the elders and the ancients. The power they stole from others clouded their vision. The focus of my people's faith turned from fearless warriors to vermin hiding in the palaces. They even forgot the shame born by the name. Sarkaz. The crown continued to make its laughable choices right up to my brother. I thought surely he would be the hero we had waited for. He, on the other hand, had the audacity to say to me that the Sarkaz could no longer afford to continue the war. that it would take generations to rebuild Kazdel. Even the skeleton beneath our feet knows that Kazdel we should rebuild was never meant to be a city, and that the king of Sarkaz should be the one to stand before them all. How can a man like that deserve to hold a single drop of Tikaz blood within his body? You see it, king of Sarkaz. I see a bloody civil war. The carpets of the palace are soaked red. I see a vampire lying in the arms of another vampire. The legend of the toppled blood prince. He died in the civil war. You're his kin. Did you fight in the war? No. No, of course not. Did I fight? I shattered the crown myself. I remembered it like it was yesterday. My hand pierced his chest. The limpid Tikaz blood danced on my fingertip, finally entering my veins. Also, his brother had the Tikaz blood. Makes sense. He turned his head to look at me, grabbed my clothes. The king of Sarkaz showed his illusory vision to his murderer before he died, the vision that should have been bestowed as an honor. In the vision I witnessed peace. As you said, Cultus, blood is not synonymous with death. I stood in the valley, watching a quiet village, a doctor laughing as he spoke, stitching up wounds for the injured. An injured man tells the doctor that his quarry was particularly ferocious, but he eventually won out. In the courtyard hangs the freshly harvested beast meat, and the doctor is me. But this makes me uncontrollably angry. How tragic, how meaningless, how shameful. My brother actually believed that this false peace could deceive me. He was horrifically wrong. He thought I was blinded by hatred. No, I know what peace is, and that's exactly why I feel so restless. We long to see the great and powerful, true Tikaz. I absorbed my brother's blood into my body, and I watched as the black crown vanished before my eyes. But you did not ascend to the throne of the king of Sarkaz. I do not regret that. If I could choose a formidable leader, I would be genuinely delighted. But this crown disappoints me time and time again. Each time I am more disappointed. My brother's successor was a wandering vagrant. The next was a lumberjack. If it weren't for the records kept by the confessory, these people would not be remembered at all. Later, a king who ruled Kazdel was killed by the monster called Kelsey in the sight of coalition army. Then came Teresa and Teresa's. They were impressive, but also frustrating. Teresa, immersed in her fantasies, wasted her strength much like my weak elder brother, and her successor turned out to be a cultist, an outblood. Things being what they were, the crown's choices being so absurd, even as its existence brings such humiliating hope to my people, I would rather bury it beyond the reach of civilization. I will let it be truly lost, forgotten to history. You're still struggling. Amiya, don't give him a chance. You're weakening too. However tarnished the crown may be, its weight is not something an infantile cultist could bear. It seems the confessor so eager to manipulate the crown are going to blather some nonsense at me. Take another look around, cultists. If you die, there will be no more successors. Or maybe you place your crown on the moons. The flowing blood surges towards Sanguinarch's body. The white-haired Sarkaz stands proudly once again. What? How can he still fight? The king's arts should have pierced his body, leaving it unable to regenerate. He's using blood to fill the holes in his flesh, using it to mend his wounds. He's a marionette now. You become more proficient in the use of king's power, cultists. But all your admonitions, warnings, judgments, and proclamations are nothing but jokes. Ignorant little rabbits. The crown over your head represents no responsibility or authority. King of Sarkaz. I mock not only your foolishness, but that of the king, and that of the crown itself. The once vibrant red that filled the entire space no longer exists. Only a bit of crimson oozes from the Sanguinarch's pupils. When the Sarkaz lose the king on which they so dependent, then perhaps they will wake up from this shameful dream of a coming salvation. I accede to your statements. that those awakening from a dream will be much more powerful. And that is why you cannot defeat me. How can the fallen consciousness of the Sarkas resist me, who once carried the blood of the Tikas? The polluted cannot defile the pure, the impure cannot touch the limpid. Your origin lies in the Tikas, a long line you can only climb. We are the rebels. I decree, therefore I correct. Blood and fire extinguished, face to doom. Look out, locals. A touch of crimson appears from nothing. A space once occupied by the Banshee is replaced by blood. This blood is affecting me. Several times stronger than those art circles. Yes, thanks to you, I have also shed my blood here. And therefore, this place is now part of Kazdal. Who would have thought that as much as anyone assumed they knew the full length and breadth of this great land, the boundaries of our home are still expanding, even at this time and place. Sarkas, my self-proclaimed Sarkas kin, march with your blood. Carry on with that which will never betray you, the boon of your blood. I will take you back to the origin of all this, and that is Ascalon? A shadow pierces his chest. Threads of blood holding him together are severed in an instant. You. Oh, it's a Ness. Sorry, Sarkas boons don't do much for me. Bunny. You aren't Sarkas, hop to it. Weaken his binds. That's where I'm going. His arts are even crazier than I imagined. I can barely hear his thoughts anymore. There's only red, all red. I've almost got it. Another outblood and unexpected developments. The scent of your blood. Your Caprine. Such a dull disguise. Let's have your blood suffocate you. Do you think such a crude art lets you kill a king of Sarkas of royal courts? Of course not. A heavy sword points directly at the Sanguinarch's head. You can't call something as cliche as slaughter an awakening, Sanguinarch. You're still wandering in hatred and destruction. You've never left the abyss. You're the ones who are still sleeping. Vile traitors. King of Sarkas. Before he recovers, knock him off the skeleton. An elegy begins to play. The wailing of the Banshee weaves into mournful melody. The waves beneath his feet sing a solemn song. A steady male voice harmonizes with the sound of the bells, with moonlight as his prose. The bone whistle sounds itself before it is played. Its distant howl, traversing time itself, strikes the Crimson Court. The moment I took my throne, the nails were already tied to my fate. None of us can escape. What the elegy mourns will not be your corpse. It will be all of our connections. The Sanguinarch continued to struggle, blood gushing from his fingertips, like claws carving deep scratches into the bleached skull of a Faramut. His body disintegrates into the dirge, only to reform in blood. He is the icon of blood. As long as there is blood, he will continue to fight. I will not. Banshee, Amiya, join me. Explore the strings of the elegy. Seek out the origin of the Banshee. Look at me. Look to the whales you once covered your ears to avoid. We must end them here. The Banshee's songs echoes again, and the ancient knells seem to materialize, deterring the creeping blood. The vampire still rises. After a moment, a rather tender feminine voice joins the harmonic dirge. A proclamation of death? A sentence of rejection? No, not only. The melody carries a kind of timidity, and lingering sadness. As the blood cools, the moonlight changes. The hatred of the Sarkas is not unreasonable, and the vampire's vengeance is not unreasonable. However, this is by no means the promised future. Can the survivor have a future on scorched earth? No. What do those siblings actually see? Banshee, listen. You have still accepted your blood, my boon. You have not yet defeated yourself. What echoes here is no longer an elegy. It is only a sigh that makes him uneasy. The heat of the explosion and the weight of the sword that makes the Sanguinarch feel powerless for the first time. He looks at the small, ever so small, king of Sarkaz. He looks at that cultist, so inferior to the Sarkaz. He looks at the black crown, such a meaningless curse. Their history and illusions he's trampled on. The bloodlines and inheritance, the revenge and unrivaled power, all suddenly disappear. He feels a void beneath his feet. A figure in white falls from the skeleton. Fuck. Is he kind of fucked up? I kind of think of the time think of that gif. Visco guy ejected. Fuck, dude. Where is it? I need to pull it up. Here we go, here we go. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, man. Kinda fucked up. Ridiculous. Even the myriad souls mock me. Lord of the Banshees and King of Sarkaz. You keep these... Sorry for hitting the mic. I'm gonna pause right here. Just the family made food. I'm gonna grab it right away. I won't eat it right away though. BRB. Oh, sorry about that. I got the food while it was hot, and seems like a pretty nice place to get pause. Right. Keep these deserters around who ignore the past, and in the end, you don't even dare to act yourselves. Oh, the vile always prevail. This is indeed our curse. Outblood King has executed me. The King of Sarkaz resounds with the knells. But you don't know how strong the ties of blood are. You try to judge. In the end, you did use the power within your blood. Two elegiac fingers offered me a dirge at the same time. When the time came, you could not resist the instinct within your blood that comprises all that you are. Did you really kill me? No. I have returned the Tikka's blood to where it belongs. Go and see. Go to Londinium. I'll be waiting for you behind the curtain of ruin. Are we done? Are we finally done? Holy shit. Unrelenting Challenger's Medal. Yeah, that level was pretty easy actually. I'm surprised. Park. Rhode Island. Whirlpool of colossal remains. That's it. I'll probably read those later. Alright, 1322, baby. I keep going. And then, depending on if there's a chapter after, if there's another story after this, I'll probably eat and then watch some videos while we eat. Why should I help you, Sarkaz? You think you saved me? I didn't die, though that doesn't even matter. The shell is merely a plaything I abandoned long ago. Besides, aren't the Sarkaz the one hunting me down? How much history have you seen? All that I have experienced. Rumors say you would divulge a piece of truth, or hints at an omen. You tiny little creatures treat my drifting ripples as hallucinations while indulging in them, and yet you harbor resent. After I was divided up by those lunatics, there's even a fallen angel carrying me. There's even a fallen angel carrying a part of me around, and what I've seen and heard since has actually gotten more interesting. Yo, huge. Hold up, I want to pull it up. I can't fucking spell Arknights. Okay, never mind. It doesn't look like him. This looks more like Behemoth or something. But it's gotta be her. It has to be. Right? This went from... So they're not completely unrelated. They are not completely unrelated. The Ursula, the Time Stealer, and Mostima. Also, the Sanguinarch said Ursula was a coward. And that also... dude, that really makes me think that the Ursula, after his mission was done, was that old man that carried around the lock and key. Before I said they might be like complete different instances of like time magic shit, but with this, it confirmed that they're related, right? Dude, I can't wait for them to expand on Mostema's story. Holy dude. I cannot wait. Oh my god, it's so cool. Because Ursula had the lock and key. Or he was called the Time Stealer. And he had a piece of the Ferret's bone in his pockets to control the Ferrets. And he would go... because of that mission that the Sanguinarch gave him, he went back to save people, to save his comrades. Because he was a coward that survived it, I think, or something like that. But after the mission is over, or however long after, he still had the lock and the key. The lock and key. And after that, he's just been kind of chilling around Kazdel. Become like a fucking madman after no one fucking believed him or whatever. No one bats him an eye. Just think of him as a beggar. But he still had the lock and key and other like trinkets and shit. Like watches and stuff. So maybe that pocket watch is part of the thing that he had. Until one day, the three Sancta appeared before him in the cave. The three being Lemuel, Mostema, and the other guy. Hold up, let's see, related. Anduin, right? Yeah. Yeah, she was forced to hurt Anduin during the mission. Yeah. It's the dude that was determined by the Sancta law, the Laterano law, that is needed for Laterano to continue. Oh dude, this is so huge. Oh man, this is so fucking huge. I'm screenshotting this. Alright. On the contrary, what makes me feel absolute boredom are these so-called bulky histories and profound topics. Absolute boredom. You're not wrong on that. History always repeats itself on this land. Looking at the past is now a means of looking towards the future. And so I have actually become a prophet. In this life of mine, if you can still count my current form as the same life as before, I've never thought of having such an identity. Then, are you looking for a new conclusion? Just how old do you think I am, you little rascal? There won't be any new conclusions to draw. But the way all of you look like now. Yes, something strange has happened to these decrepit bones of mine. A rabbit wears a Sarkaz crown, Amia, and she together with a male banshee, meaning Logos, are fighting a vampire on top of my head. Of course, that's the sheep. There's the sheep playing with shadows who hangs out with you too. Talking about Ines. Are these new to me? A little, perhaps. But you can't win. You seem so sure. Do we also belong to the history you've seen that has come full circle time and time again? There's never been a shortage of those who resist on this great land, but they always fall into the same trap. Besides, I understand the vampire's tricks. He was the one who peeled off my skin back then. Let's have a wager, Ferrets. This strange bunch of people, Altus, Cabernet, Banshee, Sarkaz, they'll triumph over the vampire that tried to hunt you. Are you trying to win my favor? Do you think I'll look at you differently for helping me? I couldn't care any less about that, but what are you putting on the table? If we win, you'll lend us your help and bring us back to where we came from. And if you lose, we'll all be dead by that point. You're making an empty offer, little thing. I accept. You really are easy to talk over. No, it's because I know that all you have are just the waves I toss up that will calm to a still in the blink of an eye. So I might as well spare a little effort and raise my eyelids a little. You have indeed won by a minuscule move. The bet is far from over. Did you really win? Did you triumph over the enmity, slaughter, and blood that vampire represents? Why don't we expand our wager by a little? I'll bring all of you back, and then continue to waiting for you in the cycles of history. Easy game, easy life. Got ourselves a fucking time space phasing experiments. How long have they gone? How long have they been gone? 3 hours and 14 minutes. Even Sankar bleeds and dies, right? You should trust them. That's all we can do. We're done with our combat mission too. Our losses aren't light. Their forces here are indeed well trained. Once the Sarkaz chose to fight to the end, but small numbers also chose to surrender. No, I'm not doing that. I refuse to let them die so simply just like that. Perhaps it's difficult to put them on trial during wartime. It's definitely a difficult task to judge how much blood is in the hands of every terror-stricken Sarkaz who laid down their arms. But if we act just like they do, then we'll be no different than them. Vina, I'd like to take on the responsibility of investigating the crimes committed by the Sarkaz prisoners of war. I have a professional covert intelligence background too, so I'm well versed in the ways to get them to talk. I know what you're worried about. No, I'm not. I'll leave it to you. Alright. I won't let a single drop of blood go unaccounted for. Prepare for battle. The ferryman will be back soon. Monsters, stand by. There's no way we can be sure who will be on this return trip. Gigantic skeleton finally reappears. It's here. The thorns of time seem to have washed away any trace of battle, and it hovers in the air, no different than it was at any other point in time. Monster. Hey, let me go, you damn... seems like that old hag's awake. Think you got her backing up now? Backing you up now? That's my last grenade, so bite onto it tight, you little freak. Oh, angry howling. Put her down, monster. Shitty luck today. Just want to give myself a ceremonial salute to announce my return. Didn't think I see an old hag with a scowl on her face once the skeleton stopped. W, don't forget we have to repair any structure you blow up here after taking over the place. Anything destroyed will be fixed by the same hand. Oh, what makes you think I'd even know how to fix this kind of thing? Kelsey, Doctor, we've captured the Fairmont skeleton, as well as Commander Ursula. The rest of the skeleton garrison has been eliminated. So you're the Dame Kelsey? I've heard so much about you. You're one of the Scar Market's people. You know every little thing that's happening, because they'll clearly, even from somewhere as far as Victoria. Seems like those old guys weren't lying. I have a talk with those old guys, as you call them, though through you when we're done with business here. They are the ones who stay behind to watch over Kazdel, and the Lich have already contacted the military commission that currently governs the place. They'll be making their decision soon. Dr. Amia. The little cultist crashes into your arms. I'm fine, the blood. It was the vampires. Amiya, your rings. You used them. Yeah. Let me see your hands. The ring on Amiya's hands has already disintegrated, leaving not even trace or fragments. I had to use it against them, I'm sorry. You become more skilled with using emotions and memories. No, doctor, don't worry. I'm just kind of tired. The ring on your right index remains broken. Fortunately, that's just an effect of exerting yourself. You're burning from rage again. Me? Angry? I thought I'd be angry at the sanguine arc vampires for slaughtering so many people, but what I felt was not just that. There was also sadness. Sadness. Kelsey pauses briefly, and a pair of pink eyes, always hiding sadness within, flashes through her memory. A few seconds after, she comes to her senses and takes a second look at Amiya's fingers. I mean, this is Teresa, right? These rings are meant to help you adapt to the Lord of Fate's power and the surge of emotion that comes with it. Another ring has cracked. Perhaps we can do nothing but to witness these wounds open again and again. Please don't worry, Dr. Kelsey. No matter who I faced or who I will face next, I won't fall before they do. The sanguine arc of vampires fell into some place we don't know about. Its course still remains, but no longer poses a threat to us. However, we failed to prevent the curse from being cast. It's coming from Londinium. What's happening over there? The SSC originally believed that cutting off the supply line would be a way to end the war, but things have changed. This war will not last much longer. We need to hurry over. The skeleton might be able to become a new stronghold, or any unprecedented means of transport. Hopefully it can be put to good use. The decisive battle is right before us. The Sarkas cannot be the culprits of the next calamity. Also, Dr. Kelsey, the vampire's obsession, his hopes, and what he called a curse is Originium. Yes, the oldest Kazdel came into contact with Originium before any other civilization did. It was not the remnants of the catastrophe, or a mineral silently buried within rock formations. It was a hunk of Originium from antiquity. Ancient past. And it births the oldest witchcraft and the most ancient of infected. If the vampire really knew of this fact and developed his obsession from that, thinking it could grant him power, then it won't just be Londinium's fate that will be determined next. Back here again, huh? Londinium. Yeah, after all we've been through, we're finally in Victoria's capital. A pity it's now complete, surrounded by Sarkaz and Duke's armies. Hard quickly arrange. First of all, arrange another oropathy screening of our members. I know some of them are still deteriorating. Non-combatants will be stationed in this forest. Percival, take good care of them and keep in touch with us. Are we really going in there? The infected will be everywhere throughout the city, no matter how the war ends. Sarkaz or Victorian, soldiers or nobles, and even farmers, workers, traders. They won't be able to judge their own identity so quickly. Perhaps they won't even realize it until peace returns and they're once again marginalized. And then it hits them. I was reminded of this because of what happened to Guard. But no matter. We have to let every infected on this land know that our flag flies high once again, and more importantly, what it stands for. When they become prisoners again, they will think of our flag as they realize that justice on this land must be won through struggle. What's the plan? We'll split up. It won't happen overnight. Other people can handle the task of eradicating that disease, while we'll make sure oppression will no longer be tolerated. We need to directly demonstrate this with our strength. In Victoria, we need to, at the very least. 9. There's fire on the other side of the hill, 100 or 200 meters away at most. It's glowing at unnatural hue. Percival, how long has it been since the scouting team last replied us? It's been longer than our estimations, but this isn't the first time. Our comms equipment are just junk after all. I'll go ask Red. Talura stares at the flames. There's no reason or omen, only a strong feeling. She smells the stench of death cast by firelight. Is it Iblana? It is. I didn't know your highness would be here in person. This is only a trifling swarm of infected with weapons, weak and pitiable people forced to unite and fight. Unite and fight, holy fuck! Even if there is a surviving Draco among them, we'll confirm her identity and handle everything on your behalf. I'm not blaming you, of course. Have the scouts located the targets? Yes, it's consistent with our intel. However, with all due respect, why do we have to be so concerned about her this much? Even if she has the red dragon's blood, her identity will only pose a slight detriment to your claim. But if her intel is accurate, her current identity is that of an infected. So what does she mean to an infected? Don't we know another infected Draco as well? My sister will soon return to my side. Just think of it as eliminating some unnecessary variables to nourish the soil between us. And Draco. I've never come into contact with a Draco outside my family before. All of you, wait here. I shall take a look myself. Careful. Thank you. This swamp is miserable to wade through. Yeah. Our supplies are low, and people aren't getting enough to eat. They haven't been able to get any decent medication either. Do you need my help? No, thank you. I walked all the way from Odysseus. And this isn't so different from back then. Talula's footsteps slow down. The group slowly marches next to her through the shrubs and reeds. The rustling sounds are quieter than silence itself. What is it? 9. Can you release these restraints in your arts too? You should be well aware that you're not allowed to use your arts. These are your yoke and fetters. You're Talula the hero, only when before our Victorian compatriots. I'm not a hero or anything like that. I just don't want history to repeat itself because of me. Because of... She does not finish her sentence. Flames of death ignite from the depths of the swamp, encircling the group in their confusion. All units on alert. What is that? An ominous deep purple climbs up Nine's body before she can finish speaking, engulfing her in death instantly. Cold flames of death swallow everything. Rip 9, Nine's dead. Reunion. Infected. A group of pitiable people fighting against their pitiable fate. Tenacious, powerful, magnificent, and yet completely unaware they're involved in another lamentable conspiracy. Draco and Aslan, the Red Dragon and Lion. You people who rose up from Odysseus were actually led to where you stand today by a descendant of the Red Dragon, who will ultimately bring about your demise. Talula Artorius, what sort of woman are you, Draco? If you're deserving of my attention, then come forth from death. Faya! Faya? Sparks fly as Death's voice, with dead branches and reeds all reduced to ashes. But the flowers are still in bloom. They are rejecting death. Flowers? I think there would even be flowers that can withstand my flames. Aya! 9. I'm fine. These flames are special. Yes. She came for me, so I handle her. Many of us here aren't combat ready. You have to keep them all safe. Reunion upon your chain. You haven't been judged, so don't die just yet. Her flames of death are cut open. No, her death is blocked by delicate vegetation, ignited by flames of fury. Fire ignites fire. The infected turns away from her. She has never been ignored like this before. Iblana comes to her senses at once. The gaze of the Draco named Tarula never shifted away from her. Burning flames cleaves into mortal flame. Raging flames. Emotion rends emotion. Tarula tears into the Iblana. The void is now awash with blood. Iblana laughs. Talula Artorius, daughter of Edward and legitimate heir to the Victorian throne. This is your true self. Oh shit! Oh fuck! We have nothing to do with each other, Draco of Dublin. Is that for you to say? Just look at you, Red Dragon, how stupid and powerful you are. And yet, despite your might, you once again willingly toss aside the glory of the Red Dragon to the Aslans so easily, to let them trample on the red carpets of Westalag. Victoria is a country founded by Draco Talula. Why do you only resist? I can smell an unimaginable fury in your flames. Do you not crave it? How can that be? Fury? You still wish to continue playing house with the infected? Are you this narrow-minded? Infected? The status doesn't merit mention. You can step over it, disregard it, save it. I give you a chance now, Talula. I can disregard your infected status and even this pitiable mutual aid program you control. Your flames move me, Talula. Stand with me, and I pledge that everything you desire shall be realized into reality. Come to my side, submit to me, and Tara shall stand together with you. Our careers hold no conflict with each other at all, but you and this infected movement of yours need an end more powerful and prosperous than this. Are you done speaking? You, Draco. Your eyes have only desire in them, a desire to free Tara, exact revenge on Victoria, fulfill your own desires, or perhaps you have yet to even grasp what exactly lies in the depth of your desires. Theory is true, I won't deny it, and that's why. Come any closer and my flames will consume you whole. Fire, fury, a calm fury. It burns at the extremity of her death. I'm not interested in Draco's lineage, power, or the country. You. Do you lead the Tauren's resistance with such narrow-sighted desires and ideals? If so, then perhaps it's better if I just cut you down here and now. Truly a pity. Uninterested in lineage, power, nor country. Our history summarized an unimaginary crown, an instigated resistance. Well said. Perhaps I don't know what's going on, or could it be? You think I'm indulging myself with my actions? You shall be my most powerful vassal, though my other subjects are eager for me to kill any other living Draco to uphold my legitimacy. They don't know why exactly I wish to establish a nation. And you know it yourself. Of course. And my sister will do it in my stead. Don't leave your affairs for your family to do, Draco. You are the one ruining the lives of others with utter disregard. Death is only my prisoner. No death is taken for granted or without meaning. All with power will die worthy deaths. Is that up for you to decide? Haven't you realized yet that your manners, gentleness, affection, and even your arrogance and scorn are all fake? You're just a hypocritical tyrant despite your bombastic words. Death is just a scepter for you to brandish your authority, and you're not the first tyrant I've met either. Stay away from reunion. What an extremely dull answer. But your answer will change in the end, so it'll be pity for you to die here. Reunion indeed. Those flowers death could not burn earlier are equally deserving of affection. So, what if I tell you? Dublin's forces will exterminate every last one of Reunion's members if you refuse to submit to me. What will you do then? You wish for us to be enemies? I don't know what happened in the time you spent drifting about Ursus after leaving Victoria, but I can feel it. From your flames, strong and weak, profound and superficial, angry and remorseful. She's a sinner from Reunion, Don't think too highly of yourself, Draco. Ah. The little flower. Your team's not too far away. You must be so concerned for her. It doesn't matter. This isn't the first time you're units against a strong foe. Dublin's forces, you already entered by not calling in. You already erred by not calling in your high-speed battleships immediately. We'll kill you before your drones arrive. I'll do my best and everything it takes to kill you. Your desires, ambitions, we don't care for them. I'm in no mood to listen to your red dragon chat with Tallulah. All I know is that you'll die. For sure. Enough with that look. All of us have no wish for this to continue, right? Alright, Tallulah, another descendant of the red dragon. Even if you reject me, and your actions have wholly nothing to do with my Tara. And your fury, resistance, desires, and answers, your end lies me with too. Or lies with me too? Let us treat today's meeting as a first prophecy. Our loyal servants shall come here one after the other. Go, reunion. Bring some chaos to Victoria. And create some opportunities for us. The next time we meet, one red dragon is bound to bite the other to death. She's not a red dragon, she's a purple one. Where the fuck are we now? It's Chen. What the fuck is Chen doing here? That means Bagpipe's here, right? That's enough hiding. Come already. It's only going to become more humid after night falls, and you won't be able to light the fire what you got. Doesn't matter. I'm the same. I won't harm you or anything. There's no need to be so wary. I'm not lying. I really am infected. I'm from Yang. What is a Yang Ni's doing here? My family came here for business and got caught up in the war. I was going to evacuate with him, but I accidentally contracted oropathy. They left me behind. Holy shit. Watch. Was that easy? Thank you so much, young niece lady. What about you? Do you need us for anything? The sky's getting dark. I rest you for the nights. I'll leave at first light tomorrow. Right. I'm what they call a Zoubiao. Like the messengers here. What the fuck, huh? What the fuck is Zoubiao?